Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and back at it again, folks. It's a magnificent Monday, and we're kicking off a crazy week in wrestling with so much to get into, so many go-homes, so much to talk about, and we missed you. We were gone for the weekend, and we're back at it. It's going to be a fun one tonight. Jam-packed, the go-home show for King and Queen of the Ring this Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Get in that chat. Click all the buttons. We got the pre-show about to kick off, but I will remind you, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel-good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we kick off the week with WWE RAW tonight. Lots to figure out, lots to get into, and a whole week of go-home shows because we got a couple big pay-per-views this weekend. But lots to talk about. We missed y'all. We're back at it again. It's going to be a fun one. Like I always say, be a friend, tell a friend, drop that link. We want to see triple digits in this chat as we're almost at 50 already. And it's going to be a fun one. Stacked night, lots of debating, lots of different opinions going into this week, and we will see how it all goes. But I will take a second to remind you, I am every night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and my homie, do we want to just get into it already? Jey versus Gunther. Jey versus Gunther. The wrestling universe seems split on this whole decision because it's either Jey should win, we continue on with the bloodline storyline, Jey deserves a win, yada, yada, yada. And then there's also, I'm sick of the bloodline story, Gunther needs a win, Gunther's got to look strong, he's the ring general, this, that, and the third. Where do you stand? As I see, we've already passed 106 people, so 106 people should also be letting us know too as well. How do you feel about this?
Everyone jumping in, but welcome. I hope everyone out there had a wonderful weekend. You're feeling happy, healthy, and safe. But yes, Jey versus Gunther tonight should be live. Should be a really good match. Lots of intrigue, and I think what the WWE has done a good job of over the last few weeks, since Mania at least, is they created things to debate. Not everyone's going to like the decisions. They're not supposed to. It's like watching your favorite teams play in the playoffs. Some people go one way, some people go the other, and this is what they've done. Now, can Gunther lose this match and it be okay? Absolutely. Can Jey lose this match and be okay? Yes. However, it's a really hard one to call. Gunther, Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Tama Tonga. Are you setting up your summer with the bloodline storyline? I'm not sick of the bloodline storyline in any way, shape, or form. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it. I want to see it boom. I want to see it take off. But overall, it's a tough one to call. I'm leaning Gunther. I feel like this has been Gunther's tournament, Nick.
Well, I think whoever wins it from the Raw side is winning this tournament, bar none. Whether it's Tama or it's Randy, respectfully, they're not going to end up being King of the Ring. It's either we're going to get the Yeet King or King Yeet. I can already see those shirts getting made and everything like that. Or we're getting the King General. It's going one of those two ways, I feel. Now, granted, go ahead.
We're not going to get like, King Tama walking around just
I actually halfway thought they could have maybe done something like that because you had King Haku and everything like that. So it'd be a nice little tribute and everything. But then you get into this potential battle of importance and this, that, and the third with Solo, I feel, or could build to that tension, what have you. I think it comes strictly from the Raw side between either main event Jey Uso, or Gunther. And if SummerSlam was a little bit closer, we didn't have Clash of the Castle in between there, and we could still do this. I could see Jimmy showing up in Saudi Arabia to help make sure that Jey wins over Tama Tonga to help kind of even the odds. Because I'm waiting for when Jimmy comes back in this whole situation. That's going to be the big thing for me.
Well, yeah, that's definitely part of it. And we've seen things play out in Saudi Arabia with the Bloodline storyline in the past, going back 1 year. There's lots of possibility there. Jimmy eventually will resurface. He will be looking for revenge. Maybe it's this week leading in. The reason why Tama doesn't make the finals, possibly. I mean, it's so hard to call. And I mean, Gunther's been such a force. Could Gunther take an L to Jimmy with the right circumstance? But then what is the right circumstance? Some people have thought, could Ilya come out and go after Gunther and kick off their feud? And he's the reason why Gunther doesn't win King of the Ring.
Would be interesting.
Absolutely. Now, could the Bloodline step in and get involved with Jey to stop him from advancing? Maybe bit of a stretch, different shows. But again, good job. Even on the women's side, we thought that Jade would make the final. They found a creative way to get around that, and I thought they did a good job. Now,
so I'm going to stop you right there because there's been a fair amount of discourse over whether that was a good job, or was it a right plan, poorly executed. I think it was saving themselves from themselves, because we even said before that show started it's going to be interesting of Nia versus Jade Cargill. This has the potential to be really bad.
I was terrified of that match for Jade because I know what the fans are like, and they're so fickle, and they look at everything through a microscope in the sense of, they'll look at 1 week and go, this happened this week, so everything else sucks. And you're not looking at last week, the previous week, what their plans are for the future weeks. I think at the end of the day, this is how you get out of it, because that match could have been sloppy, clunky. I mean, Jade plays the power game. Nia clearly plays the power game. I thought they did a good job. Plus, I'm excited about those two women fighting now. Like, I want them to get back in the ring because of the hatred, the heat, the animosity. Does Nia find a tag team partner and go after Bianca and Jade? Now we're building up that women's division, especially in the tag team division, which has been null and void in a lot of companies. So I'm okay with it. I thought they did a really good job getting out of that scenario. You set up Bianca, and even tonight, I mean, Bird Lady could win this. EO could win this. Either way, very interesting. Now, I think EO might be the favorite, but Bird Lady went through the exact same thing when she was in NXT, and she went into the tournament and nobody picked her. And next thing you knew, she was champion. What?
Yeah, I think tonight, though, she gets plucked. I think, much like how I said the Raw King of the Ring, we were going to get SmackDown Queen of the Ring. Like, we weren't going to get Ilya versus Gunther on free TV. We're not going to get Jade versus Bianca on free TV. So I think, especially once Tiffany had already lost, it makes sense to have Nia now versus Bianca. I think, honestly, Nia is going to win Queen of the Ring.
Yeah. I mean, Queen Nia, heel. Does it have the King Mabel vibes, maybe?
Hey. You said that. She's a beautiful lady.
I think Nia could win it. I think she, why couldn't she win it? She's had a good return. Ever since she's been back, she's done a really good job of putting over baby faces. She put Becky through the ringer. She's put Liv through the ringer. Now she's on SmackDown. I know people kind of instinctually hate on Nia because she doesn't, look like Liv Morgan, but she is a necessary evil in this company, and you need solid heels. So, yeah, I mean, Nia Jax might be the unstoppable force on the women's side of this whole tournament.
Well, and absolutely. And she has gotten better. People just want to stick to the whole previous narrative of she's clunky, of that. She has, I'm not saying she's out there doing 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome, but she's out there still having much better matches than she was before. But as far as tonight goes, I think EO is the clear-cut favorite. I think Lyra does not stand a bird's chance in, KFC.
One flew over the cuckoo nest with this one.
Oh, right, yeah.
But yeah, no, and I mean, she should be the favorite. Former women's champion, Damage Control supporting her. Bird Lady, a rookie, really not established yet on the main roster. The fact that she made it this far, great. But we saw the same thing with Carmelo Hayes of like, Carmelo could be kind of a Cinderella story, and the RKO took him out real quick. So, I think
that's RKO, by the way.
What's that?
I just said that was a smooth ass RKO, by the way.
We were all waiting for it. That's the funniest thing about the whole situation is we were all waiting for where's this moment going to come from? At what point is Carmelo going to jump up in the air and give a softball
and
to
just
this
eat
moment?
one? Yeah,
And he did.
right.
Now, like I said, ultimately, as a wrestling fan, I want the wrestling to be questionable. I want to have to debate what they're doing. If it's all cookie cutter and clean cut and straightforward, I think that's the layup. That's the problem. Like we've seen in WWE in the past and in other companies where we know miles ahead of the schedule of what exactly is going to play out. We've seen it. We saw it with the double storyline. We've seen it with the Bucks. We've seen it with past WWE storylines, especially with Vince, of like, well, clearly so-and-so is going to win this. And they set it up that way. So it's very obvious. They've done an extremely good job with the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring of building the brackets that this could have turned out multiple ways.
Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's just even a testament to what they've done as a whole as far as booking, because that you can extrapolate that to the entire show, because we've still even got tonight we've got the Judgment Day cashing in their challenge against the Awesome Truth for the tag belts as well. We've got Gable versus Sami Zayn, the precursor to their triple threat at King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi here. So, and even all of those matches that I just named right there, questionable, could go either way, and are believable if they go either way.
Yeah, and I think the funny thing for me is, and I'll be honest, I think this the Sami match is a filler match. We're not going to get a result. Bronson's going to come out, squash them both. Again, you need some of that. We're going to get some of that tonight. I mean, it is a go-home show, so we're not expecting a whole lot of fireworks because, again, they all got to get on a plane. They all got to go to Saudi in the next couple days and get ready for what will be Brunch with the Boys 10 here live, 11:30 a.m. this Saturday. It's going to be a fun one. I love the afternoon shows. Get it in, get in, get out, and then you still have your night to have fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it all the way. But it should be a very interesting week. We also have the go home show for AEW Dynamite. We will be here Sunday night for Double or Nothing. I believe we go live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And again, a lot of funny opinions going into this one. We got Alvarez and Meltzer fighting. We got people fighting with online people. Like, it's just crazy right now.
Well, two things I want to talk about after what you just said there, because here, I'll say the first thing first, because I'm sure we'll probably get back to the other one at some point. Your buddy Ryback out here fighting with YouTubers now.
Ryback blocked one of my buddies. One of my YouTube buddies got blocked.
I was going to say, shout out. Well, I've been blocked by Ryback now. Ross has been blocked by Ryback after he was he was on with Ryback, and just that all went to shit. And then he proceeded to talk shit about him right afterwards. Yeah. Yep. It's a funny day in the world of YouTube wrestling content creators and dealing with one Ryan Ryback Reeves, whatever the fuck his name is now at this point.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Ryback is a complete and utter idiot. We've said that multiple times. You've been blocked by him. We have publicly and privately challenged Ryback to come on our channel. I know other people have done it. Now we see why he doesn't go on it. Because, again, I think Ryback, similar to, we've challenged Tony Khan. We've challenged Jericho. We've challenged people, come talk to real fans. If you want to continue to answer the softball questions or run your own narrative, fine. But there are real fans out there that have real questions, and we're not paid by the WWE. Apparently, according to certain people, like, fucking Cornette, Bischoff, Russo, the list of them, they're all saying the same thing, but they're all being paid by the WWE, according to the haters. And
it's amazing how that list keeps getting longer, by the way.
Right?
Now like, even JD from NY is on there. But anyways, I digress.
Well, and I guarantee you, if we were on the WWE payroll, people would know. There'd be fucking logos.
Motherfucker, they don't denying. I ain't on nobody's payroll and already got props and everything going on here. 100% you would know. I'd be out here looking like fucking Mr. Dress Up.
Right. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very interesting week. Ryback, like I said, this is a guy who has delusions of grandeur. And he lacks the skill, he lacks the ability. And if anyone has spotted Ryback near a wrestling ring in the last 5 years, let me know. Because the guy talks the talk, but he can't walk the walk. I physically think if he tried to get in the ring and run the ropes, you'd blow out every fucking hamstring because he's so fucking genetically modified. It's ridiculous. I don't think he can do anything. I think he just runs his mouth because he's insecure and he's irrelevant. And a lot of times, no offense, but the guys that look like Ryback are insecure and make themselves irrelevant. So at the end of the day, again, the easiest choice for them is just to block people, just to fucking catch people off guard. Oh, okay, well, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, you sit yourself up in that fucking silo where you don't have to listen to any outside opinion. But the truth is the truth. And again, he's a waste of our time, and he's going to continue to block people that don't have anything good to say about him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'm trying to take a polite way to transition to this. That I want to hold this topic with some bit of seriously, because we got to talk about the biggest match in Dynamite history is happening this Wednesday, with Satnam Singh taking on Bryan Danielson on the Go Home show before Double or Nothing.
Man, listen, we're talking about the Go Home show. I'm looking at it right now. Swerve Nick Wayne makes complete sense. I mean, whether you love it or hate it, it makes sense. I'll go with it. Orange Cassidy, Will Ospreay, they're going to tag team against Trent and Roderick. I don't love it.
I can dig it.
I'm okay. Matt Sydal for the second week in a row. Now, we can't get good talent on the show consistently, but Takeshka's going to take on Sydal. I mean, no build. It's not for any other reason. That's just a filler match. Tony Storm and Mariah May taking on the Outcast. This is going to be a shit show of a match. Soraya has not looked good in AEW ever. Harley Cameron, I kind of like. She's got some personality. Mariah May and Tony Storm were waiting for that to eventually turn. The biggest thing, we took the weekend off, Nick, and I mean, I can still smell the campfire on my clothes. We were not here, and apparently the biggest thing we missed all weekend long, wrestling-wise, was Tony Storm got naked.
Yeah, well, for those who didn't watch, she was behind a flag. She was behind the Serena Deeb Dojo flag there and everything. But
here's another question.
Go ahead.
Here's another question. AEW does not recognize the FTW championship. It's not recognized by the company. However, on Dynamite, there is a triple threat number one contenders match for the FTW World Heavyweight Championship. I don't get it. You don't acknowledge it. How are you doing it? Brian Keith gets thrown in there with Hook and Shibata. What the fuck? And then, of course,
Brian Keith versus Chris Jericho. Fucking beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, get him. Get him.
Let's go, Bounty Hunter.
So, yeah, I'm a little confused. It's an interesting one. It really is fucked. Satnam Singh versus Daniel Bryan. Why? What? How? Like, is that because the Bucks booked it? Is that what the story is going to be?
That's so I got into this with people online and everything about this because I'm like, make it make sense in my brain. They're the cultists, and I do say that because they're sensible wrestling fans, and then there's diehards that no matter what you say to them, they go, they have their narrative, and that's what they say too. But to them, it's because the Bucks booked the match, and it's someone that's going to work over Danielson before the match, and all of this and that. And I'm like, why not put him in there with someone that's actually going to challenge him versus he can go, which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? When's the last time you actually watched the Satnam Singh singles match?
I don't recall one. And it's been a long time. Like, has he been a force? Yeah.
No, the most that I've heard anyone even say is, well, he wrestled on Ring of Honor.
Like, what would the people say if it was Omos versus Sami tonight getting ready for Saudi? Not Sami versus Chad Gable.
Yeah, that is what the fuck.
Like, why couldn't Bryan fight one of the Bucks? Why couldn't Matty or
that? You don't have to fight. Like, I'm saying, fight somebody that you know is going to at least try and push Danielson. That could actually, like, I get that Satnam's going to be big. You're supposed to take him as big giant ogre, you know, I will crush you and everything like that. But look at Danielson under my thumb, all of that. But that we know that that's not going to be the case and everything. And it just looks so out of the fucking blue because that's the thing is Satnam can't be that imposing force. I would dare say Omos is a better imposing force, a better big man than Satnam Singh.
From what we've seen booking wise, yeah, 100%. And I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm just saying in ring, fuck booking, in ring.
But yeah, I mean, Satnam hasn't done shit. Like, we don't believe in Satnam. He's been hanging around with Jared and Lethal. He hasn't done anything. He's been a lackey at best. So out of left field, it's such an odd booking. But hey, we will see what it means. We will be here live Wednesday for it, Nick. We're at the 20-minute mark. So, folks, if you are watching, we're about 9 minutes away from the start of Raw. We will say hello to the chat. James and KC, first one in. Reminding everyone out there, drop a like when y'all get in the chat. Give us a like. Click those little reaction buttons. Let's see those little hearts popping up. Help that algorithm. We want to see triple digits in the chat tonight, folks. So thank you for being here on a Monday. Let us know what you're thinking. I see this chat blowing up. I'm sure you're eager for us to click on some of these. So we are going to try and get through these in the next 9 minutes, but I have doubts.
Right.
Rapid fire. See Money, good to see you. Rocco, good to see you. Damien, good to see you. Kevin's back with us. RM Girl, 1985. Can Gunther travel yet? I think so. It's
he did the European tour, so I would assume so.
There you go. Problem solved. I remember
real quick though. Yeah, perfect timing, because as you clicked on that one, the one you just clicked on from Damon, because I did want to bring this up real quick. So T's and P's to Bad Bones, John Klinger passed away from Dub X Dub and everything like that.
Yeah.
So
yes,
100%.
T's and P's for sure. A little bit of a TNA alum in that situation as well. So big shout out to John and T's and P's. It was surprising.
Yeah, well, and he's known very much in the German scene and everything. Like, I still always go back to, that's how I found out about Gunther and Ilya, is watching the triple threat, the three-way dance between those two, and Bad Bones.
Absolutely. All about wrestling. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good evening. Boston, as always, a pleasure. Paul, good to see you. Byron, good to see you. What up? Richard, there you go. Richard's in the house. Keyshawn's with us. Margise with all the clapping. So welcome, Margise.
Everybody, clap your hands. Clap, clap,
right?
clap, clap.
Just clap, 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 clap. Larry Mack, good to see you. Welcome back. Chris LeClaire, welcome. Clay Lewis, welcome. I heard Jimmy is injured. Well, they told us Jimmy was injured, but I thought that played into the kayfabe of him being taken out.
I think it's a little 50-50.
Yeah, eventually.
It's a little bit of both.
We don't know when, but we assume eventually.
Right.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw, says Eric. Good to see you. Robert, we will get to your comment. But welcome back, sir. Who else? We got MDB's in the house. Odds is in the house. Vance, good to see you, buddy. Christian Power, welcome back. Jake, the aerial assassin. Vance, Nick, you got any names I missed?
I got Greg. I got Christian, Vance. I don't know if you still said that. Still no JJ sighting in a few weeks. KJ did. Yeah, no JJ, no Jeff Jarrett. Oh, Odds, what up? Safit, what up? I'm not sure if I didn't miss anybody. So any kind of stuff you want to click on, sir? Oh, Almighty Black Adam. Ying Yeet.
They should be Jey should be the next King of the Ring if Gunther doesn't win tonight. Jey's done amazing solo and had 5 title matches, all losses. He deserves the crown. I know people want to focus, and I mean, I've talked about this a lot. There's a lot to be said of the guy that can't win the big one, and that becomes a story, right? So him losing 5 title matches, at some point, you send it the other way, and I get it. But yeah, I mean, Jey's got a claim to this throne if he can get through Gunther.
He needs something at least to really solidify, and we all know main event Jey Uso still is kind of, so far at least, been just kind of upper mid-card guy, like upper main event guy. But he needs at least something that he can hang his hat on at the end of the day, whether it be, we thought at one point an IC title run, King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, something that he can at least say, I did that. Because outside of that, you were just really cool. You yeet over and you took over the Fireflies and all of that. You had a really great entrance at Backlash. But beyond that, what did you do?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we need some W's here. But will Arn join Cody? See this story going around that Cody made the comment of, like, I could use a classic wrestling manager. Well, I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know if Arn coming back out with his Waffle House menu and standing at ringside is the best thing for business. Yeah,
no, come on, you don't want Glock Anderson?
I love Glock Anderson. I just don't know who he fits on I mean, maybe when they get
no,
to
and then you bring his son, Little Glock, over into NXT.
9mm.
Right, 9mm.
Roberts, let's go WWE. Hope Logan beats Cody for the championship. That's a hope and a prayer, but I bet he will not. I also bet he will not. He will not.
Not one bit, not one way.
You miss a show and Black gets a singles match announced. You should miss Collision more often. We might take you up on that offer. There you go.
Yeah, but do we not kind of feel that? How do you feel about this whole House of Black Adam Copeland thing? Because I'm a little over it. And also, I honestly feel once we get past this summer, late into this summer, when we start really getting towards these contracts are up, Starks is out, Murphy's probably out, Malachi Black's probably out. So that's the thing, is I think we're just in holding patterns here.
I think so. And I think what we're going to see with Malachi Black is he's going to have this match on Sunday and then fade to black. That's how that's going to work out. Yeah. And I do think this is a case of Adam Copeland has sway in that back room. So he goes to Tony and says, I want to work with Malachi. And what is Tony going to say to one of his favorites? So that's where this comes from. And you need more of the vets to do stuff like this.
Well, it's funny that you said that, sir, because first I want to get through Small Mark. What up? Steve-O, baby. What up, my guy? Chair, what up? Richard Martinez. I don't know if you got here. We got Roman Santos. Sup, guys? Where's King and Queen of the Ring? What? Load shocking?
Load chicken.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Jay Farah, all of that. Larry's here. Bashate, Adam. Anybody that I missed. But yeah, it's funny that you mentioned about Adam Copeland having pulled backstage, because there's been the ongoing theory circulating around that that's why Ricky Starks isn't on TV, beyond the fact that his contract's about to be out and everything, is because Adam Copeland couldn't take getting outshined by Little Dwayne with Ricky Starks. If the second he came back with that line during that back and forth promo, nah, son, you're gonna sit your ass on the bench.
I hope it's not true, but what we've seen from AEW has been a lot of childishness, unprofessionalism, and pettiness. So it could be true. I hope that it wouldn't be true, but we've seen it. He was tag team champion. They gave the belts to Sting and Darby, though they didn't need to retire Sting as a tag team champion. That tag team specialist, Sting, had retired as tag team champion. We knew the Bucks were going to win the tournament. They did win the tournament, but Jericho hijacks Ricky's partner. Ricky's on the bench. Big Bill's doing his thing without him. Yeah, man. It feels like it.
It feels where there's smoke, there might be fire. I mean, granted, still at the end of the day, we've said it for the longest time. Ricky Stark's been out there. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. He was gone a long time out of this company. I think the second Punk left is when he's like, this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. And he was really upset. He was really disappointed because he was in a program with Punk at the time.
That was going to be his feud. That was going to be his fucking launching pad.
Yeah. Oh, they made him feel like a star on that show. Like his entrance, the fireworks. Like, I love Ricky Starks. I'd love to see this guy get over. So we'll see. Folks, we are about any minute now. We should be starting. I don't know where Nick's at, but Nick and I will sync up. I got the warning. This is an aggressive show.
I got Richard Wolf, speaking of aggressive, but Alexis saying hello, bearded ones.
What's up?
Geekbox, what up, my guy? We haven't even said a shout out to him yet. I got then.
You got then? I got then. You're like a second ahead of me.
Now.
So just hiccup.
Oh, damn you. Let me know when you get forever.
Forever.
Okay.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nick and I are ready to go. We got Raw. Get in that chat. We got 97 people. Let's get to 100. If you are new here, make sure you hit like and subscribe. If you're not new here, make sure you hit the buttons anyway. And don't forget those little reaction buttons. Hit those as we open the show with a beamer rolling up.
Right. There's screams Jey Uso here.
Oh, it's
no, it's EO.
Hey, I like this.
Tokyo Drift, my ass.
Io rolling up in style. Apparently, Valkyria took the bus.
KJ, Nick, are you glad to see me, or are your beards longer? Well, we took 2 days off, so I mean, time does grow.
That country living got the beard growing.
Right.
But I like this. They're showing Gunther and Ludwig from earlier tonight in the empty arena, just talking things over. Jey Uso walking up. I love these.
Jey Uso about to F some stuff up.
Adam Richardson, good to see ya. I think that's a new name. Tonga Loa in-ring debut. Friday was Solo. Do you see they put out the wrong Tonga?
the wrong, yeah.
Jade got robbed. Oh, heartbreaker. I'm okay with it. They're doing the same thing for Cody Rhodes as they did for Seth Rollins when he became WWE and United States champion. The United States champion is not on the line, so I'm not sure what Steve-O's referring to.
Well, I'm not sure, but maybe he missed that part. But I was going to just say hallelujah that they're not putting the U.S. title on the line, as I've got Sami Zayn coming out right now.
So we're opening the show with an IC title match. Leads me to believe that
it's just a singles match. It's not a. It's not a.
Oh, that's right. It's not the title. Sorry, my bad. It's just one-on-one. My bad.
Yes.
They should have put the title on the line. Screw it.
Right before they put the title on the line.
Call it an eliminator. I don't know.
No, the fucking no. I hate the
There's
word
an eliminator title match on the pay-per-view on Sunday. That blows my mind.
It's bad. It's very, very bad. And we can talk about in a commercial break about Takeshita's whole comments about how since he's been over in the U.S. and everything. But yeah.
Black versus Cope will be a great match. I really am looking forward to this. I'm glad that Malachi Black is into something. The build for the match hasn't been that great. I blame the people that make the show, but I am excited for the match.
I feel like there's almost a halfway difference between having a good match and having a good match within a story. Like that's the thing. Is it feels like this has the potential to be that match has the potential to be a good match. As far as a match within the story, yeah.
Cody doesn't need a manager. I'm with you guys. I think that sometimes he just says things and the IWC freaks out. But I agree. I don't. Would it be a one-off, like a special? I don't think he needs a manager unless he's going heel. Sami with a mic giving us some energy.
There's been the thought that he could eventually at some point go heel. I mean, there's one, Bubba Ray Dudley that keeps calling him Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, right?
Denise showing up saying, "Hey, I'm back. Love content."
I love our content too.
That's why we do it. But no, I appreciate you. Gritch, hey, happy Monday.
Sorry.
No, where the f is Dijak? Yeah, the Dijakinator.
Odds. Give it time. We can't just throw everybody into it's not just throwing noodles at the wall and seeing what sticks, folks. We got to be patient, birdies. You will get fed.
Pause.
AEW is looking to sign Marty Scurll.
Oh, don't you fucking do that. Don't you fucking do that. No, because I'm sorry, I'm going to say this over Sami's promo and everything like that, but I'm sick of the fucking holier than thou fucking angle that every fucking diehard, super AEW fan takes and everything of if you will say something positive about WWE, you're like the fucking Antichrist. If you sign Marty Scurll, good luck trying to have a moral high ground.
Listen, after some of the comments that one Tony Khan has made throughout history and recent history, you have to be very cautious about who you bring into the fold. And let's be honest, Nick, you and I had the opportunity to have that gentleman on our screen, and we turned it down for obvious reasons. And if people don't know, Google that shit. We're not here to educate you.
No, and 100%, that is no cap. We had the opportunity to have Marty have an interview with him on this, on the channel and everything like that, and chose for obvious reasons. Again, if you don't know, Google it. Mm-hmm. I ain't out here to open up people's cases, but some things are public record. People don't forget,
right? Sami Zayn cutting a promo to start. I like it.
Right? I don't know if I can hear you or not slightly.
Maybe. I know I am a bit loud tonight.
There you go. KJ enjoying Brian Keith versus Shibata versus Hook, winner face.
How do you have a number one contenders match for a belt you don't fucking acknowledge?
See, that's the only thing is, to me, when we get into the whole don't acknowledge, like, it's just certain things when you say things, you back yourself into a corner that you didn't need to put yourself in.
Yeah.
That's when it gets weird. Like the rankings thing is still even there. And now this is even worse than that.
Well,
like,
that's like
ECW because he only defended it in title match. You had no number one contenders match.
It was a beef. Yeah.
For it.
But here comes Chatty Gable.
Right.
There he goes. There's EO going by.
There's the fucking guy from the rent-a-car place taking that car back to the fucking lot.
Maxine Dupree looking like Tinkerbell, all grown up.
No, she out here chocolate dip, honey dip.
He's so little Kurt. He literally
I
is little
100%. There's been the petition going around about having Kurt, and Kurt said he'd come back and manage him. I'm all the way for it.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Malachi Black versus Kyle O'Reilly? It makes sense. This is one of the matches to me that makes sense this week. Kyle O'Reilly's a friend or befriended Edge. He's helping Adam Copeland out. I'm okay with that. Nick Wayne taking on Swerve. I don't love it because Nick Wayne Swerve should beat him in 3 minutes, but he won't. But again, at least it makes sense. There's stepping stones to where you're heading. Those two I forgive. The rest of it I'm struggling with.
With the Nick Wayne and Swerve stuff, I'm almost kind of halfway liking it too. I already know that he's fucked as a champion, is Swerve, unfortunately. But at least what I've heard and I've kind of read into it, and it makes sense to me, is they're making it to where he's atoning for his actions as a heel beforehand of what comes around is all around Ricky type shit. So I'm fine with that. But they've cut the legs out from underneath him.
Oh, 100%.
As far as being a champion.
Yeah, listen, we're both big Swerve fans. And ever since he caught fire, and we've seen it, like we watched him show up at indie shows and the whole building goes lit.
We're out here giving him Booker of the Year for Wrestling Revolver before we know Sami ran because we were that impressed with Swerve. Like, this man's killing it on the shows and booking the shows.
Right now, though, Chad is giving Alpha Academy some shit again. Eventually, they're going to walk out on him. It's showtime.
Otis is going to be the one to where they sit there and turn it off like he's, when you've, slapped, the fucking giant in the face too many times and he turns around and just slams the shit out of you.
Yeah. Geekbox, good to see you, folks. Remember to go check out Geekbox and all the wicked Geekbox content, all the reaction videos, plus all the other content that he puts out. Go check them out. Go give him some love. What got me was Sting wanted to go out on a loss to a younger talent, and Tony blocked it. Shows what a class act he was. Well, he understands the wrestling business, and you go out looking at the lights. 9 times out of 10, that's how you do it. I have never heard that this was blocked, that this was Tony's doing. I didn't know that, and I believe it. But, I mean, we saw it, the writing on the wall. It was a terrible idea.
Oh, there's the real people that book that show, and then there's the one that says he's the booker and signs all the checks, and then there's the other people that actually book the show. Nah, we're going over,
Right. Adam Richardson, I want to see KJ's expression when Kyle O'Reilly versus Lee Moriarty, the crowd was silent. I didn't watch. Fuck.
No.
Lee Moriarty gets he's like the weird indie gatekeeper of AEW.
No, well, that's because Shane Taylor's kind of become the super gatekeeper. Oh, and I love Shane Taylor. He was one of the guys that I wanted to get snatched up from Ring of Honor when it folded initially and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now, granted, it's great. Like, he had a great match with Ospreay and everything. But man, should be out there
doing jobs.
TNT title. It should be. He's out there going at Swerve almost and everything. He should have been fucking booked into that spot.
If you had Shane Taylor Promotions beefing with somebody like the House of Black, now you have two factions that have beef with each other that both can go. And if Malachi wants to be spooky, Shane will definitely have something to handle on the mic. There's potential there. I'm a big fan of Shane Taylor. I know you are, but the man just does jobs. It's like Ryan Keith being put in this triple threat. What's the point? But yeah, Larry saying this promo is dragging the patience of the fans. It's been all right. I like what Chad Gable's doing to start this show.
Yeah, but it's still it's a lot of promo for a triple threat. But well, for the match before a triple threat, I will say that.
Yeah, but I want build.
This is the core of that triple threat. Bronson's just your big motherfucker.
Yeah, if I'm being a little critical, I think the portion of the promo where he's giving his people shit, he's already done that. He's already been down that road. Save that for later. You maybe don't have to do it right now. Stick to the task at hand. That would be my one change of that. Maybe shorten it up a little by not taking the extra minutes to shit on your crew again. I know what they're trying to do, but maybe not right now.
Yeah, you don't need to beat us over the head with that all the fucking time type deal.
Right? Who gives a damn about AEW? Let's talk about Raw. Let's talk about it all, my guy. Let's go. Right. Otis is getting over by being treated badly by Gable. We've seen it a million times. It'll be like the Virgil complex.
Well, it's even a little bit. Christ, you saw it with one of my favorite wrestlers of all time until he became a politician, Kane, where he was used and abused and slapped around and everything. And then when he fucking snapped and actually unleashed who he could be, that's when you got the huge pops and everything.
Sami to the outside. We're going to our first commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Chad ends up outside. His crew tries to help him up. He wants none of it, and they're all scoured and hiding behind the prime bottles, of course.
Right.
I want to see Dijak versus Bronson Reed. I'm down.
Absolutely.
I love this one.
That's a given at this point. I mean, Tuna is very much past his sell-by date at this point.
Just be honest, bro. Like and I know we've beat this man to death. We've literally taken rounds out of this dude, and we've more than got our pound of flesh. But my God, even your fucking Batman's Robin over there is turning on you. Robin's looking at you, being like, "Are you sure?" Like, gee willikers, like, fuck, what are we doing? Like, it blows my mind to sit there and agree with Brian Alvarez of like, at least Brian's being semi-honest of like, there's nothing. Dave watches a whole different fucking show than I do.
Well, no, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask the audience, and everybody put your hands up. You know, you can make your voice heard in the comments and everything like that, which, by the way, we do have the super chats, super stickers, all of that. Does Dave Meltzer think he's now involved in angles in AEW? Like, because you see Kenny talking about him on stream with Ospreay, that he thinks he's now part of the angle. He's part of the show now. So he's got to work his part.
He's a moron. Because if that was true,
that's besides the point. That's outside of this.
He is an absolute moron. Because at the end of the day, and again, we're on commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I think that if it was an angle, let's say Kenny's selling us on an angle. This guy's so insecure, he's got to go live and tell everybody, oh, no, they're not really mad at me. No, they love me. What?
There comes a line, and I'm not trying to act like we're, fucking, Walter Cronkite out here breaking wrestling news or any shit like that here. But you've got to at least have that distance between, like, you're not a fucking performer. You're not in the fucking business. You talk about what's going on in the business. You're not one of the guys, Dave. You're never going to be one of the guys. Just pull your head so far out of your fucking ass. Like,
right.
They're not going to accept you because you say nice things about you.
Right.
Just can be honest with yourself, motherfucker.
Dun, dun, dun. My grandmother's journal greater than Dave Meltzer's articles. She could probably write better. That's one thing for sure.
Does she have a lot of ums and ahs and everything? Like, I know we talk a lot, but I don't think we have that many ums. We have more whats and everything like that instead of ums and ahs.
Motherfucker can't talk or write. I can't believe he's made it a profession. I'm about done with the prime bottles at shit at ringside. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't bother me. I don't know how you feel about it. It just is.
Well, I'm just waiting to see who's going to dress up. Which one of Logan's friends going to dress up in the prime bottle at Saudi?
Right now we have a poll up, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't voted yet, let me know. 50% are saying nobody's going to win this one. 36 say Sami.
Oh, Gable, nobody home with the flying headbutt. Well, I don't think we've given our predictions. Who do you have?
No contest. I said it earlier. This feels like a match. Yeah, this feels like it's not going anywhere fast. I think we're really going to see, it just melt down into a fight, try and build up for the triple threat on the weekend. That's it.
I think Sami could win clean this. I'll take it. I think what you said is the expected choice. Okay. I'll say Sami wins clean, and we start to sow even more of the dissension to counter why he was out there degrading Alpha Academy. But beforehand, they help cost Gable the loss here.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad show. Does Chad lose and more reason to be mad at his friends? I don't agree. No contest, or I agree. No contest. Sorry, Nick. We used to cut that shit.
Oh, cut the shit.
Rick, it would be a swerve. Okay. Thank you so much, Geekbox. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. Meltzer wants to feel like he's king of the indies, darlings, because no one in Japan took him serious, and WWE fan figured out he was clueless. Yeah, and again, he has no connections, or he embellishes the connections. My biggest pet peeve is he speaks about things knowing that he doesn't know. He's just that pathological liar. Like that guy that we all have a friend like that just like whatever you say, they got a bigger story, they got a bigger angle. He's utterly full of shit.
Oh, trust me, my guy. We know plenty of people, even on the YouTubes and everything, that are pathological liars, completely full of shit. But that's the thing is, I think this really breaks down to, like we say at the end of all of our streams, of our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. We tell you what we don't know. We speculate about what we think we might know, and we call it like we sees it, everything like that. There's nothing authentic, real. That ship has sailed with one Dave Tuna Meltzer. So 100% right there, Geekbox nailed it. Of he needs to be king of the indies and everything. He needs to be Lord of the Nerds.
Right. But right now, Sami's laying on the outside.
Tazawa's wanting to swing at him. Gable's trying to tell him behind the rest back. Do it, punch him. He's like, I oughta.
Yeah, like Chad might take a loss here, man. You might be on to something.
I think that could be what it is. If we have this, could be where you have everybody turn on him and they walk off. This is when
kick him out.
Oh, all right, fine. Well, I like how he's even. Did you notice he's got the Olympic rings? Yeah, he's kicking Maxine and Tozawa out. But did you notice he's got the Olympic rings on the back of the top part of his singlet?
Yeah, he does. And I will admit, in my humble opinion, this side stuff right now is kind of taking me out of the match, of the triple threat. There's bigger business at play.
But to me, this match is more about the angle than it is about the match. Blue Thunder Bomb. 1, 2, two count. We know this is not a big match that's going to determine the triple threat come later this week and everything. So this is prolonging and extending and adding layers to the Chad Gable story. This is just a good match around that.
Fair enough. Big Blue Thunder Bomb as we get a replay. I love they're doing QR code.
Oh, QR code.
Here we go again. Shit. This shit is getting deep. This shit is getting interesting. I did spend some of my downtime this weekend looking into it, watching what other people were saying. People that have way more time on their hands than I do to research this shit. Man, I will admit, some people have really fucking...
This is what I was arguing on Tuesday, but anyway.
But I mean, again, what I love, and I think what our argument was that the good people and the like some of the sources I go to, there's sensibility to it. Like even the numbers, you put the numbers into Google, you get the postal code for Jeddah. Now people go, what does that mean?
You shared that, so yeah,
right. So I mean, you got those little details that people are finding. Now, every once in a while, somebody will be just spitting and being like, "Oh, you know, blah," and that usually gets called out. But I love it. So, folks, find me that QR code. We'll share it with the world.
Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a fine. Catch me a catch.
Roman, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, Roman reminding us NXT is tomorrow. We will be live for NXT, and then we will be live for AEW. Thursday night, we have our preview shows for both pay-per-views on the weekend. Friday, we got the Go Home SmackDown. Saturday, we got Brunch with the Boys. And then Sunday, we have Double or Nothing. Right now, I think it's 9 matches, Nick.
I've already heard that they're probably going to add another 3 on Wednesday. So don't get your hopes up.
Shut up.
At this point, I'm glad it's not 5. Like they've beaten me down to the point I'll take 3 instead of 5.
Okay.
I know I should want it to stay at 9, but it's one of those I know they're going to still add more.
The thing that makes me sad is they're going to add a Jericho match that's already predestined because we're getting.
No, that's how you know when to go and take a piss, go and get your snacks.
We'll
take our tags in and out on the stream and everything like that.
Bendy is saying, I love the QR codes. My man's Ringsider Anthony, shout out Anthony. He will be with us this week as well. And go check out his reviews of TNA. I need the reveal. I'm tired of the QR codes. My brain hurts. Patience.
Well, I was going to ask you that. Do you think that the reveal, we're going to get the finally full reveal in Jeddah, Riyadh, wherever they are in Saudi Arabia?
I'm leaning no. I'm leaning like we're going to get a big piece of the pie, but I think we're going to be left with questions.
Well, they could still have Bo fucking come out and still be left with a fucking shit ton of questions here. So that's a varying level of degrees, I guess, with this.
Yeah, like if the lights go out at some point, maybe the end of the show, everything starts flickering and blinking, and there's like they literally had a plant of like a howdy dude and everyone thought it was a hoax. And then he shows up in the QR video. So either it was a hoax and they used it, or it was a plant. We don't know.
He was Saudi duty.
Right? Saudi duty.
So you think we're going to get Saudi duty?
Right? So it kills me. We thought maybe Backlash. I know people like wrestling fans. And I think just because we grew up in an era of like, we had to wait like 6 weeks to even see our favorite wrestler like on TV. Like we haven't seen so-and-so in so long because it was a lot of squash matches on regular TV, a lot of nothing building to pay-per-views. Right. We might get a backstage promo from like a Hogan or a Warrior or a Jake the Snake. They weren't on TV every week, but we're back.
Oh, 100%. We're back in action as we've got just Germans there are flowing here as Sammy's just hitting German suplex upon German suplex on Gable.
Just the Germans.
The Germans, they are marching. But now I'm thinking of the Sheamus tweet to where he's talking about Gunther of like, well, he's an Austrian who makes friends with Germans and turned on his Italian friend and has an affinity for military jackets and everything. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyways, I think I still hold out that I think we're going to get something at King and Queen of the Ring. I don't know if we're going to get the full, like where we had with Bray to where we had come through the door, and then you've got the puppets in the crowd, and we're going to get that whole thing. I could very much see it just being a Bo Dallas thing or
Yeah.
anything, or an Uncle Howdy little video that plays at the end after you go to the lower thirds. You think you're done, and then it statics, and you play that. I don't know if we're even getting anything in the arena. That's the thing, is there's layers on every which way that this could go.
Listen, and I have to address the big news about this whole Howdy Bo Dallas thing. I hate to say this, but Liv Morgan's single, guys.
Bro, I was going to make a joke and say you're talking about Bear's birthday, but shout out happy birthday, Bear. But as a wrestling content creator, can we just like fuck off with that being news or anything, that Liv Morgan's single? Like, honestly, does anyone really give a shit? And honestly, the people who give a shit, you don't have a chance, respectfully.
You're saying there's a chance. You're saying
there's a chance.
You're saying there's a chance. There's more of a chance yesterday than it was today. So fuck it. No, I'm just kidding.
That's because there's a goalie on the net. Doesn't mean you can't score.
Facts. Well, yeah.
Oh, Gable just slapped the taste out of Otis's mouth.
Otis is doing it. Oh.
I need Otis and Nost Malone as a tag team and just call them the Kentucky Waterfalls.
I like it. Let's go. I see over 100 people, folks. Make sure you hit that like button. I know we haven't hit 100 likes yet. So the story of this whole match is how distracted Chad is by everything.
Yeah. Oh, and Otis turns around and clothesline Sami Zayn.
So he did. He gave in. Yeah, okay. I saw someone mention I got the QR code. Thank you so much for that. Gonna take a couple minutes here.
Oh, bridging suplex 3. Chad Gable gets the win. Who had that in your fucking ledgers here?
13% of the people had
Gable
that.
Gets the win because Otis helped him. Otis got slapped in the face and said, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?"
Woo! Your IC champ takes an L. Ouch.
As there's literally in the shot of Gable slapping Otis of a sign saying, "Free Otis."
Free Otis. We need free Otis t-shirts.
We can make t-shirts that say that. We have a merch store, sir. We have a way.
Yeah.
They don't know what Otis we're talking about, motherfuckers.
12 matches and more is the standard for AEW pay-per-views. Tony loves that 15 number. I think last one was a little bit less, but he loves that 12 to 15.
Tony has the terrible problem of trying to give us a week's worth of television in one pay-per-view. Don't do it, my guy.
Right now, Pat and Michael Cole are standing up. Random. I wonder if football misses as much as I miss it. There you go, pal. We're coming. It's all right. We're coming back.
Right.
LaWanda letting us know they're chanting "You suck" at Gable. 100%.
That's fine. I got Pat McAfee talking about hallucinogens and everything, so I'm all confused out here. So, do you have the QR code?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm uploading it as we speak, sir.
Fair enough.
And give me a couple minutes as we're
getting we've got random EO Sky video package about her in water. Are we coming up on Shark Week or something?
I'm not going to lie.
Summertime. So if you've watched Jaws, don't go in the water, folks. Stay on shore. He's out to get there. He's out there to get you. Yeah, I don't get why we're getting all this EO underwater part of her video package here.
Right. I like it, though. It's kind of the Shinsuke vibes.
Well, should it be part of even just kind of mandatory shit at times when it comes to pro wrestling of give us a couple video packages of explaining why we should give a shit about these people?
100%. And I think the WWE has done a really good job of that. Even when they brought Carmelo up, when they brought Ilya up, like, they want you to know why you should give a shit about the people. And again, sending Io out to do an in-ring promo, probably not the best for her or the show. So you do this where she looks like a badass. And I'm all for it.
Well, and it's even if you're certain other promotions and everything like that bring in somebody new or whatever, like you should, I would hope, the week before you're bringing them in. So you sit there and show a video package of why I should give a shit and get me hype for them to show up versus just, here you go.
Yeah, no, 100%. You need to convince us. Like you gotta tell the story. And saying to me, well, and I get it all online all the time. Well, KJ, you might not know this, but in New Japan, I do know, and I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care what they did in New Japan, Ring of Honor, TNA. They are here now. What do you bring to the table? Why do I give a fuck about any of these characters? And again, EO's been a world champion, and they're still doing it.
Right. I do know. It's just a matter of why should that matter? Why should that hold weight here? That's cool. That's great. I understand what they did over there. But it's like when a fucking team signs a new player. I understand what they did over there, but now you need to show me why the fuck I should care about what you can do here.
Nick, the Toronto Maple Leafs just hired a new coach. And for 3 days in Toronto radio and TV, we've been getting fucking, history lessons on why this coach matters. That's what you do. Like, that's how it should be.
Imagine that of you explain why you should give a shit about somebody. Christ, we do this nightly.
Nightly. Because I remember when it was the homicide. But folks, we are back in a commercial break. We've already put a dent in the show already, the first little bit. MDB called it. Big win. Mary Bell asking, Ryback says CM Punk is a cancel in pro wrestling. I think a cancer in pro wrestling. Yeah, Ryback's the cancer. Ryback's more like a herpes, to be honest.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. No, well, actually, with that one, it is a tumor.
Yeah. Again, Ryback tries to make himself relevant by going after people who are, in fact, relevant. That is Ryback's play because he can't get over himself. So he's got to shit on people who have. And whether Ryback likes it or not, the biggest draw in wrestling in 2024 is CM Punk. He really is that guy.
Yeah, but he's not even going at CM Punk. Like, that's probably an old-ass comment. At this point now, he's going at YouTube content creators and everything. Like, all right, so where do we show up to fucking be involved in this fight club? Because I'm game for it. Come on. Skip Sheffield. Let's go with this. But that's the thing is, outside of him dealing with, Ross and everything, was anyone talking about Ryback in the past month, 2 months, 3 months?
Year?
I think 4 months, 5 months, 6 months?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing is, and he's now clinging on to relativity.
We are consistently reminding people that his own followers told him to retire. So kiss my ass.
You have the island of relevancy, and then you have the island.
The fucking treehouse.
Ryback is just trying to swim ashore too.
Right. But yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on commercial break. If you're just tuning in, Chad Gable beat Sami Zayn thanks to Otis, heading into the triple threat for the IC title this weekend. So very interesting. Will Otis maintain a heel status? Will he eventually give in? Will it be this weekend? We'll find out. We also did get another QR code. The only thing I can't do is play the sound, but I will show you guys what we got as far as the video goes. I know there's more to it. Let us know in the chat what you're finding out about the QR code, but it feels like we're getting closer and closer, Nick. And here we go. And maybe he's the leader. But we are back with Chad Gable. But to me, Bray Wyatt has said, I am the red in a world of black and white. So to me, this is like the prophecy of Bray Wyatt that they are now following. Only my family. Oh, wait. The fuck is that? We got a backstage segment, and sorry to interrupt our coverage of this QR code.
We interrupt our coverage of crazy shit to cover more crazy shit.
Joaquin Wild's been taken out.
Well, I guess he isn't walking on the wild side anymore.
Poor Pierce. I mean, he must be on BP meds, man. Like, there's no way that this guy's not clicking at fucking Mach 5 at all times.
Yeah, but I really like that there's that interesting, that back and forth, that difference between GMs on Raw with Pierce of he's invested in everything. He's the guy that, is the boss that you could have and be like, I'm late to work for like the 17th time. I should fire you, right? Yeah, but you're a really cool guy, so you're good. Meanwhile, Nick Aldis is out here of like, you were late one time. I'm fining you $10,000. I only make $500. So what the fuck?
Here comes Bron Breakker, detective, I'll call you. We all knew that. Apparently, what was it? 62% of people did not know that Gable was only 13% of the people. So yes, after the fact, my friend. But what I would love to see you do and others, put that prediction in beforehand. Prove that you knew what was going to happen. It's easy to show up after and go, oh, it was a non-title match. I thought it was going to be a squash.
Hindsight is 20/20, and so is gonna hurt Paciphilitis.
All the things.
I'm just reading the comments as we've got Bron Breakker with badass over his crotch about to take on Space Invader Seth Rollins out here.
Absolutely. Now, Boston said that was not the QR code, but that is the QR code link I got off of Twitter. So, yeah, I hate to break it to you, unless there's something else I missed.
I was going to say, if you would like to present, further evidence to your counselor, you are more than welcome to. You know how to as well.
Actually, it's funny because the QR code actually came up with the missing persons news article. So I didn't share the picture of the QR code, but it came up with what we saw on the Twitter.
Oh, Spare.
Who is that?
I don't even know who he's facing.
Why is he playing air guitar? Oh, because he just got popped.
That's called convulsions, my guy. That's not
air
guitar.
Like that.
That's called convulsions.
I like it. 121 people, by the way. Let's go. Let's go. Keep it coming, folks. Take this link, share it with your friends. Let's see if we can get to 150, maybe 200 tonight. And we are pushing towards 5K subs. We want to get there as soon as possible. So be a friend. Another spear. This poor kid.
And this man just sat there and wound up for it. Like, this is just what we should have seen in the movie Roadhouse, is just Bron Breakker out here just spearing the shit out of motherfuckers.
1 second. Our friend Boston is right.
Good.
This QR code comes up and it says, hello, can you ever truly be free? Yes or no? I'm going to click
I don't
yes.
know, but for half a second, the QR code froze you up. So I was like, did you glitch? Are you the QR code? Are you Bo Dallas? Are you Uncle Howdy, sir? You can't handle the truth.
Have you ever lost your way? Yes, we'll say.
Oh, there's a quiz? Yeah, quiz. I want to take the quiz. Pull up the quiz.
Do you want to be better? I'm going to bring it up for everybody in a second. Do you know that?
Yes, I want to be better. Who would want to be worse?
Is love unconditional? No.
No, fuck you, it is. It is 100% unconditional.
Not in my world. Have they said...
I'm sorry, you're jaded.
Yeah. Yeah, unconditional love is bullshit. It's conditional.
I love you unconditionally, sir. Aww. I love you.
There we go. Oh.
Little Nikki released the
right. Oh, this is okay. This is me.
Oh, stormy rain cloud.
Yeah, no, I'm jaded.
Jesus, Bron Breakker's just broken this man in half.
Nobody loves me. Do you believe? Yes, I believe.
Now, do you believe?
Do you want to meet them? Yes, I do. I feel like I'm filling out like a fucking harmony profile.
Fucking dating profile.
All it came up and said soon. Oh, now we got static. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh. Bron Breakker's got the still step, so he's already beat the bejesus out of this man. And just now he wants to kill him.
I like this a lot for Bron Breakker, guys. Big Papa Pump Breakker, Bron, no, he's been totally unhappy about the fact that he was not included in the King of the Ring. A chip on his shoulder, an attitude. I love this.
He right now has big time IC champ written all over him.
Yeah. Now he's got a chair. The crowd cheers.
Oh! That's it. He's dead. Somebody
right
gonna
now,
get hurt real bad. T's and P's for Jobber XYZ because that man's head just got squished like a melon because he was out there literally in the middle of that upright steps like a goddamn guillotine, and then Bron Breakker just sat there and clattered him with that fucking steel chair.
Right, somewhere right now.
The stretcher job. Hey, Orange Cassidy, this is how you do a stretcher job.
Tony Khan, this is what you do when you get dropped on your neck. Somewhere out there, Nick, you have Von Wagner having flashbacks.
He's like, if only I did it that way instead of that way. Stop, he's already dead. Yeah.
That's it. Bron Breakker's a killer.
Where's the fucking sirens out here? Where's the police showing up?
Rest in peace, Kale. His name's Kale. You knew he was fucked.
Oh, God.
You knew he was leafy and green. This is great for Braun. The QR code is weird. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out right
shit,
now.
that was almost half a bar, though. You know, he was leafing here in green. Yeah, there we go.
That's it, man. That's it. See you, UCTK. That's how you do a camera angle for a stare spot. Yeah, don't show that. Yeah, angles matter,
that's
right,
called
lady?
Production.
Braun looks orange. Braun was orange as shit. MDB pointed out he looks like a Cheeto. That orange spray tan is garbage. I don't know why people use it. Remember fucking MJF with the blotchy knuckles?
Yeah, well, you could see to where they like would go heavy on stuff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, this you could instantly see like the second, like say a trunk moves a certain way or whatever. You can see the clear lines. Like, nah, my guy.
Watch them. Bron Breakker's punishment should be a suspension or a $5,000 fine. We'll find out. We'll see. Well, you know,
he committed murder on national television.
The man's dead.
Right.
Adam Pearson's a lot on his plate. Yeah, no, he's fucking again. He's just always at a clip, like red in the face, and because he's got the bald head, even his head is red. Like Pierce is having issues.
Well, he's even having issues over wearing the red suits. So 100%.
What do you think of this?
Sorry, I disagree. To do this to a jobber is stupid. No, because this is who you do this to, because that's literally why they're fucking there, because you can do this to somebody like that versus you do this to a top talent. Do you want to know why you don't do this to a top talent? Because that's the reason why they're a fucking top talent. And also, unless you're going to do that, you better be willing to work a fucking probably 2 to 3 month story with them and everything. Like, you're now booked in an angle with them doing that. You don't do that with a guy like a Randy Orton or whoever the fuck, because now you're in that angle. You're in that story. You don't do that then. You do this with a jobber because you're just raising your stock. You're raising your credit.
Yeah, again, you want him to look like a killer, but you don't want him to annihilate somebody that's of value to your current roster. Nice. Again, and it shows, it almost goes for me, Larry, the other way of like, shit, if he's willing to do this to a nobody when nothing's on the line, what will he do when it matters?
Valid. Very valid, actually.
Dave, pull up your pants. We need an ambulance. Girl upstairs talking to plants.
All right.
What's the next match, Richard? We don't know. We are on commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I think one of us is going for a pause for the cause. But you go. Yeah, bounce. Right. I'm pulling something up, so I'm working on it. But ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling along. Bron Breakker just annihilated a human being, and we thank everyone for being here tonight. We're almost at the end of the first hour. But get in that chat, be a friend, tell a friend, click all those buttons. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit those little reaction buttons. They help the algorithm. They help bump our numbers. We're heading towards 5K. And I I don't know if anybody knows this, but I will remind you, we hit 10K. I'm getting this logo tattooed on me live. So help us get there because I want to do it. But we are back from commercial break. Bron Breakker, they get the replay, and the angle is awful. Ho, ho, ho. It looked so vicious. He has kids. He has kids. Not my problem. If Howdy don't come this Saturday, I'm giving up. Christopher, be patient. Oh, wait, Kiana James. Poor Adam Pearce is in a mess. Yeah, again, fair enough if you are, but you got to remember the White Rabbit was extended over time. And even when we got the reveal of like, oh, Howdy's here, Bray's here, there was more clues. There was more riddles. Even if we get Uncle Howdy or Bo Dallas or whatever, it doesn't mean the riddles are done. It doesn't mean the question marks are over. And as long as you can keep it interesting, keep it going, keep us looking around. Shit, I spent the last 20 minutes pulling up QR codes and links, and I'm all for it. People are too impatient. I think my buddy Anthony says it best. It's a microwave society. Everybody wants things done 60 seconds or less. Get the fuck out of here. Joe Coffey versus Wesley versus Josh Briggs tomorrow night on NXT. Should be a fun match. I'm so happy to see Gallus back. I'd like to see Gallus join Drew McIntyre on the main roster, to be honest. But we are back with Pat and Michael Cole. We'll figure out what's next on this show, folks. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Adam Pearce needs a vacation. He needs to go to Waikiki like Eric Bischoff. Maybe. But right now, we are getting a hype package or a recap package for the King and the Queen of the Ring. So reminding everybody, in case you didn't watch last week, in case you're not a diehard fan, they are reminding everybody what happened in this tournament up to this point. Again, they have done everything they can to make this tournament relevant, make it matter, make it count. Jobber is let's go on a stretcher, gone. Here are the MXC Impact replay, right? If Howdy don't got that one. What else we got? Get in that chat, folks. Keep it coming. I wonder how some newer fans would have survived who ran over Stone Cold with their impatience. Again, I think that's the big thing. Like, Stone Cold didn't wrestle every week on TV. Sometimes we didn't see him for a couple weeks. Then when he popped back up, it was a big deal. Next thing, he's driving a monster truck into the building. A level of patience is required. It's like showing up and the movie starts and you want the ending of the movie 5 minutes in. I like stories. I like being pulled along. Speaking of that, we got Lyra getting ready for her match. Becky Lynch hyping her up, getting her going for her upcoming match. Justice for Kale. Great. Now we're going to get all the fucking vegans and vegetarians thinking that we're trying to crusade. But here comes Lyra Valkyria. She will take on Lyra, apparently. She will take on Io Sky. I got Io all the way on this one. Folks, you can let us know who you're taking. But it shall be interesting. There you go. Get your votes in. Let us know. Could this lead to Breakker versus Strowman eventually? Again, I think Bron Breakker being a blue chipper, him coming in and getting a big win against a Bron Strowman, why not? I'm all for it. Again, you want to continue to build this guy as a monster killer, as unstoppable. You want him to have that pop, the pump vibe. And again, ever since Braun figured out the heel in him, it's been outstanding. Babyface Bron Breakker didn't work that well for me, but this heel, who's going to stop me attitude of Bron Breakker works very well for me. A hospital is a medical facility. I wonder, did anyone catch if they said hospital or medical facility? I'm curious. I didn't hear it. Bird Lady looks good, by the way. How about justice for Adam Pearce? How about some Valium for Adam Pearce? That man needs to calm down in a quick hurry, folks. Let's be real. Remember when Rikishi revealed he did it? It took another 5 weeks for it to be revealed. Triple H was behind it. Golden times. Exactly. Geekbox, I am right with you. Again, you would tune in for certain shows and hope to see, and they kept you waiting. They got a calendar full of shows that they need to fill up with content. And again, I feel like especially younger fans are like, if I don't know next week, I can't do this anymore. But here comes EO Sky. Who you got, folks? And we're flirting with that 99 right now. Let's get it into triple digits. If you are new here, take this link anywhere you talk wrestling, Facebook, Reddit, MySpace. I don't give a shit where. Twitter. Drop our link. Let's see how high we can get this number tonight. Yeah, I'm over the knee pads, to be honest. I'm not going to be straight up with you. I'm tired of it. Justice for Jinder. Who? Oh, poor Jinder. Lyra versus EO is next. Yes, as EO is in the ring. EO wins. EO for the win. Right now, let's check. 66%. So, I mean, a good amount of people are giving some hope for Bird Lady here. Lyra's got a shot. Lyra could do it. Next week, this jobber beats Braun. Yeah, maybe. I don't think we'll ever see him again, Larry. And if you're going to run an injury angle, if you're going to have a neck brace, you put him on a stretcher, you put him in an ambulance. That's what you do. As they are reminding us, next week, tomorrow, we will get the NXT North American Championship #1 contender triple threat match. And we're off and running with the ladies. Becky Lynch trained Lyra, yes. So we saw the history. We saw Becky put Bird Lady over. We've seen their little rivalry, their friendship. Again, the history, I think it works. I'm good. Instead of hell, he needs to go to Waikiki. Fair. EO for the win. Yeah. Lyra's growing on me. I'm not positive about where her personality stands out, but she bangs in the ring. And she's showing it already in this match. Good start to this match. Do you think they would do heel versus heel Queen of the Ring? I don't think so. Maybe not. But I mean, again, as we go to commercial break, folks, they could. I mean, again, EO is in this funny place where people really like her, even though she's in a heel faction. Bird Lady with the upset here would blow my mind, but not a terrible thing. Like, she's kind of the Cinderella of the situation. And that gets stomped by Nia. Are you interested in Riddle versus Santana Friday on House of Glory? Yeah, I mean, again, Riddle's interesting. Always a fun match. I know people find Riddle very polarizing, but in ring he does good work. Santana, the champion, it should be a fun match. EO Sky for the win. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. I saw some peacocks today, actually. Sounds funny to say that out loud. EO looks like she smells. That's rude. And why? I don't get that vibe at all, you dick. KJ, the jobber had kids. Not my problem. What vacation destination is right for Adam Pierce? I don't know. Waikiki. I'll give you that. Waikiki. Tokyo doesn't sound fun. I'm sure it's nice. Paris, maybe. They're going to Saudi. Maybe you'll get some time, downtime in Saudi. I think there's going towards the hero, newcomer, make it all the way and get stomped by the monster Nia. Yeah, fair enough, Bendy. Absolutely. I could see that happening, as right now, EO's still sitting about 63% of the vote, folks. So EO's the favorite, that's for sure. There you go. She smells like seashells by the seashore. Oh, that's funny. EO has Aura. There you go. EO Sky for the win. Malik. You know what? I really don't blame him. I don't blame Bron Breakker. It should have been Adam Pierce to get all the boos. Why would you boo Pierce? Again, you got this guy that comes in and he's got a chip on his shoulder. Pierce explained why he wasn't in the King of the Ring tournament. Tough titty, said the kitty. And Braun, being a heel, takes the temper tantrum route. So he sends a message. Yeah, I'm all for it. I like what they're doing with Bron Breakker. I know somebody, oh, you just have squash matches. That's how you build it. That's how they've always built heels and even baby faces. That's how you built new talent, was you put them in winnable matches. You don't let him go 20 minutes with Lee Moriarty. You make it, you have to tell the story based on the character, period. WWE needs Joe Henry. Bash, I'm 100% with you. Joe, if you ever hear this, we want you. Just because, and this is no offense to TNA, but I want to see what Joe Hendry can do on a big platform, on a big stage. Imagine like an arena, like if you went to a Backlash in Paris, or sorry, in France, Lyon, no offense, and you had the whole arena singing "I Believe in Joe Henry" and clapping. He's gotten so over with limited resources. Imagine if he had bigger resources. Imagine if he had more access. Imagine if he had more of an audience to play to. The guy would kill it. Such a fan of Joe. Do I have time to cook a hamburger? I don't know. How long did it take to cook it? How long are you going to cook it for? KJ, I'm thinking I might be Io versus Bianca at the final. Could be. They have history. Run that back, maybe. Surprise us. Could be. Bear Grylls dissecting a yak on TV was more humane than Braun. Okay. I'll accept that. We finally got a women's match on Raw that feels fresh, and I bet you people talk shit about it. I think we've had more than a few fresh matches lately, especially with the new talent coming in. I think the Queen of the Ring tournament has been great. I think there's again, just like the men's, we're debating who could win, who could lose, who should win, who should lose. I think they're doing a great job, and getting something like this, so far so good by my money. And I imagine by the end of the week, this will be one of the best women's matches we get this week. Yeah, exactly. Somewhere out there, Von Wagner's holding his head and getting flashbacks to Bron Breakker just popping him like a pimple. And I kind of like the fact that they brought that back. Like, he's done it before. He'll do it again. By the way, actually, I'll wait for Nick on this one. I'm just going to bring it up real quick and see if I can share it with everybody. Put him in a body bag. Speaking of putting him in a body bag, the man that kills it all.
Put your body bag in a body bag in a body
bag. So the QR code leads to www.com/ECG. PRA. I don't even know what that's supposed to say. Ramster?
Ramstein? Do us.
Right? Let's go. So I want to see if I can do this.
By the way, real quick though, Paul, what do you mean by you people? I feel like we were actually praising this match. Like, I know we kind of feel
about us. I know that
has a predictable outcome, but you, especially more than even me, has been a fan of Lyra and how this is going to be a good match. So, what? Because we don't think it's the greatest thing to happen, that it's you people talk shit? What?
Yeah, no, I think he's accusing the fan base of Raw.
Fair enough.
And maybe not. Maybe Paul's like, no, you fuckers. But
I was going to say again, what do you mean by you people?
Right. OC has 151 wins. I love it.
That man should never be down below 2 in any rating.
Yeah. Ham and Eggers all day long. I'm a penguin. Let me fly.
I'm a peacock, and you got to let me fly. But so, speaking of letting things fly, you had footage, dear sir.
I'm going to bring up the QR code, but I don't want to really take away from this match, and I know they're going to give us commercials and talking, so I'm going to hold off for a second.
We wouldn't want to be those people.
I'm trying to break down in my head right now what...
Oh, she just getting through that woman.
She lost a feather. You were right. She got plucked.
She got plucked. Paul, answer it. Thank you for the super chat, my guy. Shamanahaya, you have been healed, sir. I definitely didn't mean you people. I definitely just meant that IWC about the women's match. Fair enough. That's why I had to ask. What do you mean by you people?
You people. How dare you?
And then you came back with a Robert Downey Jr. What do you mean, you people?
I don't understand why Trent versus OC again, this time on Double or Nothing. They should have saved it for Double or Nothing.
It 100% should have been, towards that end and everything. Well, that's a whole dissertation. Tune in Thursday when we can really dive in and break down, the Double or Nothing card here, because there's dissertations on certain bookings and everything.
Yeah, tune in Thursday. It's going to be fun. We're going to do a double header on Thursday, so we're going to tackle King and Queen of the Ring, as well as we will be tackling Double or Nothing all in the same night. Myself, Nick, and Anthony are going to have a fun one.
We're giving our predictions on who we think's going to win and why do they have 3 main events and also at the same time almost no main events.
And why is your champion, especially your brand new champion, not just the standalone main event?
Because they don't give a shit about him. But anyways, EO with a 2 count. Nah, you just tan. No, I'm Italian. So, I mean, that's where I get my tan from. I don't need to spray tan. No, none of that shit.
I feel like I got a little bit of a red face today. So tired of that.
That just means you've been out in the sun, you fucking Scottish, pale, pasty motherfucker.
I got some sun. I was out in it quick. Just
one of those. Yeah, you're one of those of you were out in the sun, and so you instantly went from like pale to burnt.
Oh, that's it. And then I peel and then go back to pale. Look at the fucking milkiness there. You fucking know.
And just shed your skin.
Right? This is just leftover from the campfire.
What
the swing, a pendulum. We haven't
talked about it. No one knows what it means, but against the people going.
These transitions are gorgeous, though.
Oh, into the crossface. Yeah, that provocative ass swing was there just to be a lot of clicks.
Smile, Mark. Bring this one back on Thursday, man. I want to debate that. I hadn't even considered that. That is excellent.
I've heard people say she could end up being part of the elite, the elite.
Well, good. Make her suck even more. Great.
Just throw the full anchor on.
Women are hot. Don't get hot.
The same audience that was excited about Liv Morgan news of she's single. So you're saying there's a chance.
The first thing I thought of today was just people like losing their mind. So you're saying there's a chance. No, we're not.
No, no one was ever saying that. Oh, I didn't get the reference. Well, Larry, explain the reference that I am assuming we did not get.
Lyra yanks Io off the top rope. It was aggressive.
She was kind of going for like the springboardy kind of slingshot DDT, but gets hung up on the top rope here.
I would have called it a tornado, but yes.
We don't talk about those in America because those happen now a dime a fucking dozen, unfortunately.
We got them here too.
No, those are called frosties and blizzards and everything else.
Okay. No, we get the
I'm just taking shots at Canada just to take shots.
It's a blizzard. Io got a nosebleed.
You went to Dairy Queen and ordered a tornado and they gave you a blizzard.
It's true. I could go for a blizzard now. Way to go. What's up, Scott? How you doing? I'm too excited for the Timberwolves. There you go.
Oh, Ant's a fucking beast, my guy. Ant's gonna win you guys a fucking championship this year.
It's been so long since the Timberwolves were relevant. It's even weird when you see it.
Hey, you said about Von Wagner's out there just shaking his head. Kevin Garnett's out there just like, motherfuckers. Like, where was this when I was there?
And thank you so much for the super chat, Scott. Folks, remember, if you want to guarantee we click on your message, get in there with the super chats. It's your way to guarantee we click on what you have to say. full life, or become a member and get your fun little emojis.
Right. Well, we are on our commercial break here, sir. So we've teased the premiere of, I guess, this footage. So
let me see if
on
I can
with the show.
Hopefully there's not much audio. I'll try and mute it, actually. All right, so here we go. This is what it is. So can you truly ever be free? We're gonna say yes.
Yes.
Have you ever lost your way? Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I'm lost right now.
Vitamins.
Did you find your way back? Do you want to say no or yes?
I don't.
Let's say no.
Is there an in-between option?
Let's go no.
Yeah, fuck it, no. Oh, did you click yes? It looked like you clicked yes.
No. You want to be better. Let's do yes. Oh,
buffer.
I'm proud of you. Yes.
No one's ever told me I'm proud of me.
I'm proud.
Is love unconditional? Yes. I disagree with you. Yes, it is.
It has a shelf life. Have they been set free?
Yes.
Yes.
Buffering.
Do you believe? Believe.
Yes, do you believe? I believe in Joe Hendry.
Do you want to meet them? Of course we do.
So, what?
And this is it.
Now I just have soon and then blank bars and static.
Yeah, I feel like we're playing fucking
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, right? The Family Feud. Survey says,
can I phone a friend? Chat, which one should we pick? Which out of the 8 should we pick?
So, wait.
Click the blank bars. Click the blank bars.
Holy shit, there's more.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait. Now I got to rate. Oh, man. We're going to get so distracted.
Oh, we got ciphers. So, folks, 100%. Let us know if you can decipher our cipher. Swiper, no swipering, but cipher come ciphering.
This is ridiculous. I got to take a picture. All right. Let's see. Open more. Did that change?
No, but I don't know if I'm hearing you or me, because I heard welcome back to Monday Night Raw as I was welcome back to Monday Night Raw.
Okay. We've seemed to come to an impasse here.
Open more? Wait, if you click open more, it doesn't do anything?
No, then I can zoom in. We're kind of stuck here. Now, there's a whole bunch of numbers. I'm not going to read them all out. Maybe that's...
So, well, no, it's a cipher. So,
yes,
20. So you're reversing almost the alphabet because 26 would be A. I'm assuming. Well, actually, I don't even know if that checks out. I'm just going off the initial.
Oh, okay.
Because there's 26 letters in the alphabet, which 26 would be Z, and then so if you reverse it, 26 would be A. So yeah, that's. So again, yeah, but that's the thing is so
mathematically, O is 24.
Yeah, fuck.
It looks like the vowels are in backwards order from 26. A, E, I, O, U. No, because E is 16. So again, folks.
Well, no, because this is too much math for us to do live right now. I feel on screen. We're not statisticians.
We got a really good match going on, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We just got sidetracked, and I think I'm going to glitch here. So
fair enough. But yeah, so that's the thing is it's only the vowels that are brought up. So I think that sets the precedent. And so if anyone else out there, I think you kind of halfway set the kind of key for it of if you took the vowels and switched them, because A would be the first vowel.
Yeah.
Now it's the last, what have you, but Z's not a vowel. So
and E, no. O's 24.
So if you can decipher this code, let us know, and we'll add you to the FBI watch list. But 100%, if you can decipher this code, let us know. But I'm on too many vitamins and substance enhancing, streaming enhancing supplements to be able to decipher this right now off the top of my dome.
Let you zoom in, but that's it.
AEIOU and
See, now the funny
sometimes
part is,
W.
in the code, there's a whole bunch of letters and numbers in the actual. It says F all. Big power bomb by EO, by the way, folks. Hate to take away from this match. 2024-05.
Well, I'm looking at the 5755 of that's one of those of, so that's what would be essentially like 3 letters in a row.
Is there a
so like what would work there? That's I'm thinking.
C, D. I mean, again, this stuff is insane.
As we come,
yeah.
So 10 is S. Is
10 is S. Oh, wait! Bird Lady gets the win.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck what? Fuck Wyndham! Fuck Howdy! Fuck all of this! I'm distracted, much like EO and fucking Cacaw. Kentucky Fried fucking Valkyria wins the fucking match here.
Okay, we're back.
There we go. But I was just going off of words that start with A and end with a consonant. So it's like, well, S works for 10 in a couple words there. So yeah.
P.
I was trying to go full Rain Man here, but so yeah, we're getting replays. So even more now, even more. We're about to get Lyra versus Nia, and Nia about to win. Queen of the Ring, and ain't nobody about to give a shit about that match.
Why? I think it's great. I think it's fucking excellent, and the monster is going to destroy the up and comer. And I mean, if
which match would you care more about? Lyra versus Nia or EO versus Bianca?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. That's the fucking question.
I thought you were throwing Nia both. If Nia's coming out of the other side, it doesn't matter because she was going to crush whoever, and maybe they don't want to crush EO. Plus, you sell her as the Cinderella story. This
is getting in her face and just talking shit, though.
That's what you need. And again, you have to build the new talent. You can't just have the new talent.
I still don't get why they're so high on fucking Cacaw.
If you watch that match, it tells you why they're so high on her. She bangs in the ring, man. She like Ricky Martin. She bangs. She bang.
No, that's called a fucking live X celebration.
Nia is the queen, and she joins the bloodline. Now it could be Bianca versus Lyra, which would be very interesting.
But then I don't see Bianca winning that because then Bianca's got to deal with going back to, unless that's what sells the tension of I'm Queen of the Ring. As
I don't see Bianca winning it.
Right, so then you have Nia clearly over.
So it'd be Nia versus EO or Nia versus Bird Lady. But if Nia's going to win, I don't give a fuck who she squashes. It's irrelevant.
But I'd at least rather have it be competitive. At least it could have been EO.
Yeah, but again,
Nia versus Lyra, is anyone picking Lyra? Then again, shit.
Well, you didn't pick her tonight. You didn't pick her last week. You didn't pick her the week before.
I know.
You picked her to be NXT champion. And again, this is where the wrestling fans catch themselves in a pickle because they want the new talent to get over. They want to push the new talent. And then when they push the new talent over old talent, people go, I can't believe Lyra beat EO. Well, we can't have both.
I don't want to push new talent. Just not that talent. Well, I'm fine with not pushing. She still needs to fucking sit under the fucking incubator and everything like that before she fully fucking hatches out here.
No, she's the Cinderella story. You need a Cinderella story. I'm good with it. And Lyra, they give her the mic at the end of the match. She cuts a little baby face promo. She smiles big. The crowd cheers. We're all happy. But she can wrestle.
If she fucking wins, I'm going to hate this tournament so much.
KJ is right. Thank you, Bash. Usually, Nick truly hates Lyra. Hey.
I do. Well, I don't hate her. I just strongly dislike. Well, she needs more development. Like I said, she needs to sit under the incubator a little bit more. She's, No, she's more, runny eggs instead of a fucking omelet here.
That's funny. I'm not gonna leave that up, but yeah. As we got
Ilya
looking dapper. See, this is the same thing. So Ilya loses to Jey Uso and everybody freaks out. Oh, Ilya can't lose.
That is not the same thing. That is not the same.
But you got to push the new talent. And Lyra shows up when people want work rate, when people want good wrestling. Lyra delivers. Oh, we got a heelish
Rick O'Shea. And Rick O'Shea out here in a suit.
With an attitude.
Suited and booted out here. Yes, I am, Anthony. So go to hell. Nick is still upset that Tiffany was eliminated. It's in the past, shit. Nick. I don't care.
Oh, shit. Bron
just laying out Rick O'Shea. Icebox just met one of the O'Shea brothers.
Bron Breakker running around the building, just fucking everybody up, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Nick is always
murder. Well, even when I took my pause, there were people saying tweets of like, "Did we just watch a homicide committed live on TV?"
You guys, you want to get out of PG-13, folks? We got to get real. That's true. Yes. Hey, facts. And she banged. She banged him to the other side.
I'm glad we fully read that in context because I saw numbers and dated, and I was like, context is king.
Ooh, all right.
There's no hotel footage of that shit.
Ricochet's my favorite Irish wrestler. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, and then Boston just, where was it? Anthony Nick is always upset. I'm just passionate. I am an Italian. It's called passion.
The Dragunov versus Breakker. Let's go.
Oh, that's the thing is, think about it. We're going to get feuds on Raw that we got on NXT, just up the production level, up the talent level, up the importance on it.
Yeah. Braun killed Kale. Braun killed Rick. Who's next? Who's next?
I just kicked Stan.
I just kicked Stan. They're gonna start giving him the Goldberg entrance from the dressing room.
That's 100% what they should do. This guy is just Steiner Goldberg.
Now I'm more convinced that we need Braun versus Braun. Rick, I don't hate that idea. Can we get the guilty slide? I promise, Nick, I wouldn't do it.
Do it. Come on.
I don't have it.
I know you've got it in your fucking arsenal there. So
I might.
Yeah. I'll keep talking while you find it here. Is Holly Weird front? He was Menudo. Come on. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't need
I've never been this concerned about Ricky Martin.
I didn't mean to bring it up. Just now. I didn't think people were going to hang on it when I made a she bangs joke.
Hey, Kale, what's for dinner?
I thought a couple of people would make William Hung jokes and we'd move on.
She bang. Steinerberg. I'm not going to have a coronary. Yes. Guilty. Yes, with all that passion, Nikki's starting to sound like that angry dwarf from New York. Oh, don't you put that evil on me.
Where was that?
Don't you do that.
Yeah, that's not nice. He's not a dwarf.
Wait, hold on. You sounded like right there you were defending that motherfucker. Like, hold on.
I'm just saying, you know.
I
had your back, homie.
The dwarf question was not the point of contention, sir.
Right. Here's a funny story. Remember when Brock Lesnar pushed Matt Hardy through a wall? Who thinks Bron Breakker is going to push someone through a wall?
He's going to spear someone through a wall. They're going to fucking, fucking Back to the Future that shit. And that's why the Shockmaster, spilt out through the wall because he was getting speared by Bron Breakker type shit.
Yeah, 100%. This comment has so much context to it at this point. Carlito should eat kale instead of apples. Kale's in the hospital. If Carlito gets caught eating them, we got problems.
Just what the fuck?
We were off for a couple days. We're getting back in the groove. It's a big week here on the channel. So a little bit all over the place, folks.
No, don't put that on us. That's on them. That's on the chat. That's on them. That ain't on us. Guilty. Exactly. Guilty, Your Honor.
Ilya versus Bron Breakker will be a banger. But remember, Ricochet took the bullet. Ricochet pushed Ilya out of the way. Ilya's angry. Look, the man is so intense. That's Nick.
Like disgusted. I don't know if he's like mad, but is it red? Is that a pun intended? A Ricochet took the bullet there?
You get me, bro. You get me.
Point head look smart.
I don't know if this is true.
I don't exactly do that, but I'm just ripping darts for like a fucking solid like 20 minutes. I'm out there like Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, now we're getting the men's side. So again, these little hype packages, like this reminder package. If you didn't see last week, if you missed something, they put out a nice little bow on it for everybody before you get the next match in that tournament or that side of the bracket.
Oh, absolutely. And that's been always one of WWE's strong suits is the video packages, and especially doing this. Like Christ, on SmackDown, I had to sit there and eat my slice of humble pie publicly of how even with the Howdy Twitch stream and everything, they tied all of those ends together and everything. Even with this, they're tying this half of the bracket together. It's like if you're watching right now, we're about in the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals in the NBA. I don't know if we still have game sevens or what have you in the NHL, but I feel like we're pretty much close to that.
All right, last one.
There we go. But you still would get your video packages of here's how we got to this game. Here's the story building into this, especially when you're at this point of game one here, and this is now nut up or shut up time. This is the conference finals.
Yeah, no, it's delivered in a big way. So, I think. I like it. I think that Triple H and his team has done a really good job putting importance into things that they want to feel important. IC title, US title. Who is this?
Gunther.
Oh, Gunther. Yeet is for simple people, ladies and gentlemen. Yeet is for simple people.
Guilty.
You should have said yes, do it.
That needs to be like a membership thing now at this point. If we ever start doing like the Twitch stuff and everything, we cross cohabitate and everything. That'll be one of those they can just randomly interrupt the stream and just like, guilty.
Right. Where is Sonya out? Been over a year. I think it's been over a year. Oh, it's been over a year. I like to eat opal and bananas. Like,
well, side note,
speaking
congratulations to Ruby and Mr. Ezo there.
Shotgun wedding, motherfucker.
Oh, shotgun.
Guess what I am? Let's go.
Right.
He did the honorable thing, and he made he did what he was supposed to do.
Well, last bit working on the phone. Nick is simple. I'm just a simple man. I don't know what wrestling is. I don't know what love is.
Gunther looks like he's ready for a ferry ride to Nantucket. I don't know if that's a reference to something or not, but okay.
I don't want to even guess at this.
I like that promo.
Go ahead.
I like what they did though. I love that. Like in the empty arena and very like again very indicative of Gunther. Again, it's hard to bet against him. Did I even close last week? Yeah.
I think 100% of what they're going to do, like we talked about earlier, even before the stream of, you're not going to get a ton of fireworks. You're going to get a ton of huge moments on a go home show, because I think especially this main event is going to have your huge moments. This is going to be one of those matches that you watch.
Holy
and
shit.
I don't know what just happened there, but I'll finish my thought.
No, I'm so sorry.
This is going to be one of those matches that, you know, when it happens and everything like that, that it's going to be, oh, holy shit, this happened on free TV instead of a pay-per-view. That's, I guess, the holy shit you were talking about, sir.
Not at all.
Unless I might be misconstrued.
No. So I was playing around with this QR code shit, and I went back and I clicked a different box, and it's just it jump scared me. I did not expect
jump scared yourself.
I did not know, because the last thing was a puzzle. I didn't expect this one to be like a so yeah. That's why I popped. But we got JD with new Carlito.
How do you feel about people seeing that Don and Carlito were the first ever successful mustache, transfusion surgery here, to where Don established his mustache and Carlito lost his?
Well played, whoever. That's why the internet's undefeated, man.
Right,
that's funny as shit.
Yeah, it's the first ever successful mustache transplant surgery.
We're gonna move Carlito over, and Tom's like, "Oh, there's only room for one mustache." Carlito,
right? But can I have a stash?
All right, now I gotta go. Can you truly?
No, you're fine here. Well, because as I see Damian and Finn dap each other up, and I still feel coming out of in the not too distant future, we're gonna have a new world champion, and we're gonna have a Damian versus Finn storyline. And I'll let you figure that out. I don't know. I thought you were going for a pause, so that's why.
Oh, it was just random.
No. So I was playing it. I think Damian loses to Drew, and then that sets up Drew going after Punk, what have you, and everything with a world title.
Okay.
And then you have Damian versus Finn going after that. If I think that, what?
Keep going.
You keep jump scaring. You're watching shit I ain't watching, I guess.
I'm listening. I swear to God.
I understand that.
When people say mom and dad are fighting, this is exactly what it's like. You're not listening to me. I heard everything you said.
Right, but then you're just like, huh?
I don't know that Drew and CM Punk need the belt. That's my take on that.
I think Drew doesn't leave Clash at the Castle without the belt, though. I don't give a shit, even if it's.
I don't even know if he's fighting
for the belt.
Wait, who said he's fighting for the belt at Clash?
Damian.
I don't know that.
Damian literally said, that was literally last week of saying,
I didn't know that was a shot,
and we've damn near all but set up of Drew versus Damian at Clash.
Oh, see, I didn't know Damian and Drew were happening at Clash, but Punk could fuck Drew out of that win. So 100% could be a thing. Punk might actually get booed in Scotland, which is hilarious. But we got Awesome Truth, by the way, which I'm kind of over.
There we go. But I think Drew wins over Damian at Clash, and that sets up Damian versus Finn, and we're okay with Damian only having a couple months title reign, because I don't think he was going to be fucking Lou Fez with the belt or anything. And Drew has his run, etc. And we can, even if we don't go on to Punk shortly thereafter, what have you, because you don't think that after Clash we could get Punk versus Drew for the title at SummerSlam?
I don't think it needs the title. I don't think it needs the title. That's the thing.
But what if it does have the fucking title?
It'd be fun, but Drew for CM Punk as a grudge match doesn't need the title. Damian extending, June 15th is Clash. So you're 3 weeks from now, Damian.
I'm fine with Damian only having a couple month reign.
Yeah, I really think that Punk's going to prevent it. If the match we're getting is Drew and Damian, I really think Punk's going to be.
So then, who takes the title off of Damian?
I don't know yet. He's got to fight Finn. I think he'll have a fight with Finn for a while.
And takes title off of him? I don't think that.
I don't think Finn will. Eventually, who else is up there at the top of the a Jey versus Damian would be interesting. Now they're both babyface. If
they already would have done that.
So no, you circle back. Remember, Jey never wins the big one. So that's not done. That's not dead in the water yet, for my money. But yeah, I don't know that it's guaranteed.
The only one would be Gunther.
Gunther would be great. I'm down with Gunther too, especially if he doesn't win King of the Ring. Ugh.
But that's heel versus heel.
But Damian is to me, Damian's becoming a babyface. And that's you bring Carlito into the Judgment Day, Dom's still there, Finn, JD, they push him out, they pick on him. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Fair enough.
Dave says WWE is running out of storylines. In what world? In what world?
We literally just sat there and argued like 4 different possible storylines that they could have done. So where exactly are they running out? Speaking of running out,
look, there's so much. This shit is nuts. What?
1 second. Is that a frog?
I feel like, do you ever see the movie Arrival?
I've never heard of the movie, let alone seen the movie Arrival.
Jodie Foster? Come on.
Oh, that's where that was
Contact?
called? First Contact. That's different than Arrival. That's a different name.
What's the chat? What's the one with Jodie Foster? One has
First Contact.
No, I don't think it's First Contact. I think it's Arrival.
Sure, not Arrival.
Well, I think Arrival's the one with Charlie Sheen, and their legs pop back like.
That's called Tiger Blood. That's called Tiger Blood.
That's Contact. There you go. Just
cool.
Contact.
This sounds like Welcome to Earth, motherfuckers. This sounds like Independence Day.
That's a better take, actually. Okay, we're gonna close. Now watch. This shit is nuts. That was Abigail.
Hello.
It's just never ending. Like the puzzles are ridiculous this time. Again, you go through your eHarmony questions.
Right. Dating profile.
Is your love unconditional? I thought it was. All right, what's this one? I'm finding out with y'all.
Literally each one's different.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's more reds.
Now watch. You got to play.
That's Meltzer talking. I'm waiting.
Okay. What?
I thought you were clicking a thing. So I'm waiting.
Clicking away. What's this one? So we're back here. Study sees negative result.
Back at this clipping.
Jose Laurel's. Again, I don't have time to go through all these names and play the anagrams, but
it so happens there were others, but I saved them. The darkness wants you to believe it is everything, but it's not. See, that's the thing, is it's set up like an article, but if you read it, I pulled them out and I gave them purpose. I don't say this with pride. I say this with gratitude. Mm-hmm. How precious to be chosen to bring forth. I've said too much. Give me a little more time. Others think they are the catalyst. I must give them the opportunity to repent. I hope for their sake.
Hey, sorry, dude. Look who's back. Somebody asking, ye shall receive.
This works though as a little fucking trio here. 3 halves of a 4 horsewoman. Well, as Shane out there just damn near clubbing Zoe in the throat here.
I didn't realize how tall. I mean, maybe she's in heels, but she was a lot bigger. But Sonya is back, ladies and gentlemen. Cruella in the house.
And by the way, I need me a top like what R-Truth out there wearing right now with the brick and then just awesome truth as a tank top. Yeah. Sell that on the merch store, god damn it. But
Contact is way better. Allegory Cave, yeah, 100% bringing it back to Plato, bringing it back to the cave. Again, using the philosophy as the Judgment Days come into the ring. This stream has been all over the place tonight, folks.
fair enough. I'm just out here like Will Smith and welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
All right, I don't even close.
Come on, let's spin the wheel, make a deal. She's going order 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Easy as do re mi.
All right, let's see what the next one is. So,
well, and even with that, because that's interesting, because it's probably the same article we've seen before, but different wordage and everything like that.
If you look on the other side, which is cut off, it looks like the story of the missing reporter.
Fair enough. Well, actually, I didn't even look over there, but I was even thinking of how after the whole Twitch stream and everything, we got the clues, and it was same end game to an extent, but the web addresses were different and everything.
Yeah, and then the web addresses have so much going on that we can't do that live. Oh, okay, this one just spins. Okay, that was fun.
It spins.
Wendy Lucho, which we know is Uncle Howdy.
Or she's just, a female luchador. Lucho.
Wendy Chu's cousin.
Yeah,
Wendy Chu's cousin. Am I awake? Did you see that or hear that?
I heard it. It sounded like if I was on a Disney Men in Black ride.
I'm positive if we slow it down or reverse it or bring it,
in your reverse
it. Yeah, 100%. I don't know what else. Let me see if there's anything else that I can catch, but that's some evil shit.
No, that's some fucking Star Wars shit is what that was.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Well, see, and this is interesting. This is probably the hardcore coders and everything that go into even the fucking, files within the files. Wrapper, door,
number sign.
Well, the biggest thing is with the door, because that's been NBC that goes back to Bray with he came through the door, all of that, and how even with all of these teases, it's been someone opening the door to let them in.
Yeah, 100%. So, yeah, again, folks, if you guys have any takes on any of this, we're all ears. Usually we don't dedicate this much of the stream to it, but, soon.
We haven't since the White Rabbit. That's the thing is, this ain't nothing new to me. I feel like this reminds me of 100% when we would be doing stuff with the White Rabbit and calling phone numbers randomly on stream of hopefully someone picks up and it's not like, hello, thank you for calling Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, and then part of me wonders if you answer the questions in a different pattern, do you get a different result? I mean, that would be crazy, but
I wouldn't put it past them there.
So yeah, we'll see.
Finn Balor's made of abs. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just reading this comment from MDB of saying Finn Balor is made of abs.
Okay.
I believe it. But we do have the Awesome Truth taking on Judgment Day right now for the WWE Monday Night Raw tag team titles. So let us know who you're taking, folks, whether it is JD and Finn Balor or Miz and R-Truth retain as tag team champions here.
Always hijacking my pens. Bum, 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 bum. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Everyone feeling good? How are you feeling about the show? We got lots to go. 11.
Yes, sir. Promise taking Awesome Truth. Fans taking JD for the win. Speaking of Domino's Pizza, who's eating that at King and the Queen of the Ring?
It's a possibility. It's a brunch. So
Is there a Domino's in Saudi?
there's a Domino's in a lot of places, but I don't know if there's one in Saudi.
I feel like Saudi deserves better pizza than Domino's. Hashtag not sponsored. I mean, if Domino's would like to sponsor us, I will 100% eat their New York style pizza on stream and everything like that. But again, currently hashtag not sponsored. So,
Right.
yeah.
But
I am in commercial break here right now, sir.
Yeah, right now 62% of people are taking Awesome Truth to win. Yeah. Hodor.
It is Hodor is showing up in Saudi Arabia. Hodor. Alex saying good show so far. Eric saying going fast tonight. Damon saying great show so far. I'm doing Christian's out here on some other shit. I'm preparing desire to reunite. Yeah. Well, one's doing only stands, and the other one's back wrestling.
Bring back Mandy. Netflix. Let's go.
There, right. Oh fuck! I can't even say that now.
There's lots wrong.
Yeah, that's two wrongs don't make a right. But yeah, I think that ship has kind of sailed a little bit. Honestly, do we really? And this is me speaking fully on hyperbole of just guesstimations. I don't think Mandy Rose wants to wrestle anymore. So why the fuck am I gonna constantly try and petition and try and want to force somebody to wrestle who doesn't want to wrestle? Because then it's just gonna be shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was buzz a while back because in an interview she said, "Yeah, I might get the inch."
Yeah, that's called the clap. She got the clap, and it wasn't putting her over.
The minute I said it, I knew we were in trouble. I knew. Yeah, sorry, Mandy. Saudi is the home of Little Caesars.
Hey, don't mess with Little Caesars. I'm a sucker for some crazy bread, 100%.
Oh man,
you're telling me I could get a pizza at least on the caliber of Little Caesars for $5? I can't even get that from a grocery store.
Let's go. Arthur, I think that's a new name here. Welcome. Remember, folks, click like, click subscribe, click those little reaction buttons. Help that algorithm. We are striving towards 5K, and we're going to continue. Like I said, if we hit 10K, I'm getting this logo tattooed on me live, so that's going to be fun. So Nick might do it too. I
plan to get it tattooed on me at some point. Honestly, I was just trying to set a precedent and benchmark and everything. I didn't know you set up the whole thing of like we're gonna live stream the fucking tattoo.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably do it on TikTok.
Well, that depends on if that still exists at that point.
Well, your country and my country has different rules, so I might still have it.
Fair enough.
But then one of them will be able to watch it. Shit.
Canada, the last bastion of TikTok.
So we'll be live on YouTube.
Right. So there might be a lot of things that YouTube might not allow if I'm there getting my tattoo and everything that they could air live. So that might be a fucking members only shit.
So apparently there is Domino's in Saudi, mostly near Qatar. Yeah, Domino's went all across the country. They got some funky flavors. I remember when I had to do the orientation videos and they were all fucking hyping up about their shit.
I'm guessing hashtag not sponsored, but Domino's, if you'd like to, 100%. We even got the bacon club. So any sort of, stuffed bacon jalapeno bread or bacon pizza or anything like that. Hungry. We got you. Oh, I'm going to fucking tease this all the way here. Pause.
But we're back from commercial. Double clothesline. JD McDonough and Miz down. Truth calling for the tag. Awesome Truth for the win. Let's see how that's going right now, Nick. 67% of people taking Awesome Truth.
Brent saying, good show, guys. Ken saying, who you got? Vancouver, Edmonton tonight. Who you got, sir?
Woo! I took Van last time and I was wrong. I'm going Edmonton tonight. Van's in a pickle. No number one goalie, one of their best scorers out. Game 7. You never know. But Edmonton needs this, and they got more star power. I think Edmonton punches their ticket. Dallas awaits.
I'm gonna just play spoiler, I guess, and the ghost of Roberto Luongo just Vancouver picks up the win here. Edmonton's been constantly haunted of close but never quite there. They're the West Coast Buffalo Bills and Toronto Maple Leafs of close but never quite there.
Right? Yeah, fair enough.
No, I was just
QR code reads, a puppet is free as long as he loves his strings. Oh.
So Ultron is coming to WWE right now. I have no strings on. KJ is doing his homework. Yes, put the XY after the Z.
Right.
Pizza.
Pizza is good in a pinch. Crazy
bread cannot be beat as a side dish.
You guys actually have we have a chain of pizza places called Pizza.
Oh no, that's to me is the catchphrase for Little Caesars.
Oh yeah, no, pizza. But yeah, we have a chain of places called Pizza. It's like it's kind of the same ilk though, cheap, not the greatest, but get you through.
We call those gas stations.
Not a lot of our gas stations have pizza.
We do. We have our gas stations are damn near restaurants. Christ, we have highway rest stops that are liquor stores.
Yeah, we got that. I'll give you that.
Well, y'all are fucked. You are us just with even less rules.
Oh, get him! The
monster man!
Carlito!
He goes a splatter.
Pizza. KJ, you were doing what?
What?
Taking notes, my guy. There's a lot. Oh, attitude adjustment. And it's over.
Right. So the awesome truth retains.
As expected.
No, my name is not Lance Hoyt. Tramp stamp Hoyt.
No. Honestly, there's probably too much shaving involved with that decision.
That's a license plate. That's not a tramp stamp. That's a license plate.
That's funny shit. As Braun Strowman helps the awesome truth and the crowd goes nuts. So we got babyface Braun and psychopath Bron Breakker running around all at the same time.
The awesome Braun. The awesome Braun is what we got right now.
Let's get to 10K, folks. Let's go.
Yeah. 10K and then 20K and then 30K and then 100K and then 500K and then a million K. And
it's all okay.
Yeah. We gonna be all right. Yeah,
Larry's saying, I'm sure Domino's and Saudi has, in Mexico. Oh, we got Liv, single Liv.
Well, I don't know. She's out there with, sharing pocket swatches with Dominic Mysterio and everything.
What are the chances of a girl like me and a guy like you getting together?
She's getting passed into the Judgment Day here.
Wow. Lyra got popped by Liv.
Well, she's got a chin that fucking, that's a big ass strike zone you can fucking hit there. So,
as ladies and gentlemen, we go back into commercial break. We are getting a package for NXT tomorrow night. Should be a good one. To sign up for a number one contender match and your reward is to fight Obafemi seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah, who's signing up for that?
Congratulations.
You just fucked up. That's like you just won the lottery of getting your ass whooped. Hurricane Jason, thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm saying KJ and Nick. Oh, I thought he was calling me Nick Monet for half a second. Monet versus Nightingale. I'm assuming Nightingale gets Saraya help. Oh, what?
Monet versus Nightingale gets Saraya. Oh, you're thinking Saraya help?
Try to read it out loud to try to make it make sense.
Well, now they're in a tag match on Wednesday. I think.
Okay.
No, Soraya and Harley are taking on who? It doesn't matter. That would be her.
Whoever's going to take Harley for a ride? What?
Yeah. Vroom, vroom. KJ, Nick, Mona. Yeah, I don't see that. Like Monet joins the Outcast.
I have a question for you, and I have a question for the audience here, and I don't know if you're going to pause or anything like that, but I'll ask this out here because I'm starting to become a this sound of mine here. Willow Nightingale is a bigger star than Mercedes Moné.
100%. You could have saved so much money by just pushing Willow, and they're going to take that title offer on Sunday, Nick, and it's heartbreaking because she's the better of the two performers, and I think she's better in the ring in addition to being a better performer. I think Jim Cornette said it best. Dear Mercedes Moné, get acting lessons and put your hands down. We get your fucking rings.
I don't know what to do with my hands, but
Monet.
She's even gotten to this point of like she's reverted back to like NXT level of that. It just does not work, and especially with this audience. And I don't even think what she was doing would work currently in WWE.
No.
Willow, to me, has established herself as, if I'm WWE, holy shit, do I want her? You can have Mercedes. You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. I 100% want Willow. She's the one that's out there going to Stardom and still cutting top tier promo. She's the one still out there having great matches. She can sit there and make a fucking bullshit street fight match with Sky Blue out of fucking nowhere on a Rampage matter.
Yeah, again, she's compelling. She's interesting. Stop it. Willow is not a bigger star. Now, I want to go back to the original comment. Where's the original comment? Because I just want to read the wording on it. But KJ and Nick, that is perfect. Thank you for that hurricane.
So he's just happy that I called myself Nick Monet.
Yeah, okay. Nick Monet. So Lyra went from being stalked to probably stalking Becky. Not necessarily. She just got punched by Liv.
Yeah, one of the 5 fingers stand in the face. Charlie Murphy.
No, that's not the one. Little Caesars jalapeno cheese sauce is good. Okay.
Well, I'm a sucker for some spicy shit. Pause.
Yeah, you can hook us up. Let's go. Wawa. Wawa's a place.
Again, hashtag not sponsored. Whether it be Little Caesars, whether it be fucking Wawa, whatever gas station you want to shout out, everything like that. Domino's, etc. Tim Hortons. We'll take Canadian sponsorships, even though I'm American. Yeah, but 100% hashtag not sponsored.
As we go back to Sami, who's distraught.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson looks like DJ Khaled's little brother.
No, he looks like the goo. He looks like DJ Khaled's cousin that will really probably fuck you up.
Absolutely. KJ, what's your prediction for Toni Storm and Serena Sunday? I think it's going to be a good chance that they do Toni versus Mariah down the line. Yeah, this to me, I think this card is very predictable, and I think Toni retains. There hasn't been a really good build here at all. Oh, Otis!
And he's even like this, and even Sami's felt like, oh fuck. But this is where we're gonna get Otis with that heart to heart. You know, I didn't mean to do it. I felt like
I expect that shit from the little guy, not you.
Right. You proud of yourself? Because you shouldn't be. Can we just sign a petition, though, that Otis should play Chris Farley in a biopic?
He could. He probably could.
All he's got to do is shave.
Right? He did before. He looks
like a fresh-born potato. I don't know if I hear one of us, but I hear somebody.
I'm not sure.
That's not a bad shot at all, Richard. Why are they taking so long to put a belt on Bronson? because it doesn't fit. They've got to add extra rings. They've got to add extra sizes.
Not everybody. Not everybody can have. Not everyone can have a belt, guys. That's why Bronson's still revving up here.
Otis is high as shit or crying, and I don't know which one.
He's a little between. As here comes Becky Lynch.
He's a little on the vitamins.
Willow is his star. She will be. She's a star in making. She's more over than Monet right now. She's not a bigger, like, okay, so let's clarify. And I know Boston said she's not. By the way, shout out to the avatar on Arthur here. I love it.
Kamala?
Some Kamala love. Not enough Kamala love out there. Willow currently isn't a bigger star than Monet as far as name value goes, marquee value.
Well, she ain't.
Well, she's not. It's not even a fair argument. Like, she's not even close as far as name value. The only people that know of Willow are the people in that wrestling bubble outside. Like, Monet has a bigger name because she was in the WWE, because she was in
Sasha has a bigger name. Mercedes does not.
Well, she does. Ultimately, who she is, yeah. But Willow's a better performer, a better promo. Oh, there you go. Denise, Denisha, that one's for Nick.
Heavy Machinery is coming back here on us and Tucky. Give me some Tucky.
Tucky.
Some Tucky.
That's too funny.
But no, if I'm starting a wrestling company right now, if I'm Billy Corgan, if I'm Tony Khan, if I'm Shawn Michaels, NXT, am I gonna say, if I'm playing GM mode, am I drafting Mercedes or am I drafting Willow? I'm drafting Willow.
100%.
10 times out of 10.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify. I am with you. Like, if they were both free agents today and you're Papa Paul, and you get to pick one of them, I'm taking Willow. 100% I'm taking Willow right now. She's younger. She's more durable. She is a better promo. She's an over baby face. There's 12 reasons why. And again, this isn't new. This isn't Mercedes Moné hate. When she walked out of the WWE, I sat on these live streams and I told everybody what I thought about Sasha at the time. She's entitled. She's spoiled. She didn't want to work the mid card. If she wasn't going to be the main event, she walks out. And she did it twice. And again, she is now, and we talked about this, Nick, if she signs with AEW for the money, they are going to put her in the spotlight, and she's either going to sink or swim. And so far, she proved everybody she wasn't worth the money. She's not worth Charlotte Flair money. She's not worth Bayley money. She's not worth Becky money. She's not worth fucking Rhea money. Oh, here comes Liv.
Fair enough. Well, and it's even one of those of still, you can still sit there and say Sasha Mercedes is better talented in ring, this, that, what have you, or whatever. But I believe, and Willow's made it as a personality, I believe in you. You feel authentic. That feels real. That feels 100% of that is you. That is not you performing. That is you. And to me, that outweighs the slight difference you could say in ring, what have you, anything like that. Of 100%. If I see Willow, I know that's her. Versus if I see Sasha, if I see Mercedes, all right, so you just feel like, what script did they give you today to read?
Yeah,
she's
and how poorly are you going to read it?
Level acting, and it's terrible.
Willow comes off authentic, genuine, and it works. Mercedes, everything out of her mouth sounds fake. Her hair is fake. Her nails are fake.
You're a big phony.
Phony, perfect. But somebody said the crowd's kind of dull for Becky. This Becky Liv feud is doing nothing for me.
This is, though, again, this is just a placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be one of those of, so when Liv beats Becky, because I do think that's happening, that it's going to be a bigger feather in the cap for Liv of she won the title off of Becky versus she won it out of Battle Royal. What are you out there of, you know?
I was trying to see
he's a man.
I am Uncle Howdy.
You enter the Tron.
I wanted to see if it would work. It did. But I agree.
They're just like devils gathered in their masses.
Yeah, I think we have to remember that this rivalry was never supposed to happen. Becky's supposed to be on vacay right now. So I get it, a little bit of an adjustment. And I gave them credit because Liv winning the Battle Royal would have sucked for Liv. But Liv is out, like, to me, Liv's doing good work now. And Becky, she could take a break.
Can I? Well, Becky 100% can take a break, but can I just say that Liv? You know, like how you see sometimes when you watch videos and they have like the filter on it and it kind of looks like it's animated, but it's not, and everything of like to where it like sits like really painted on and everything. That's kind of what Liv looks like out here. The eyebrows are very painted there. You see the creases in the cracks. It seems very.
I can't go over there. You're on your own there, homie. Like that.
That is fine. Sims, come at me. Yeah, I'll take you on.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one. Liv is a fucking doll. She is.
Yeah, she looks like she's painted like one.
Yeah, she a dime. I'm good with it. They're all fucking painted, but she looked wicked. Yeah, no, I'll take Liv any day of the week.
That's fine. You can have that.
I'm
Russ.
good with it.
Take that tetanus shot.
Saying there's a chance. Liv can't carry this.
Again, see, again, we're going back to this. You're saying there's a chance.
That's it. That's the theme. Figure out if Liv's ever been to Canada. Thunder Rosa, greater than everyone in AEW. She is one of my faves in AEW, and she's booked like absolute trash. But rumor is they might add Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo to the pay-per-view.
Bro, we've seen that, and it sucked the first time.
Yeah, we can move on. Again, I mean, you've lost the plot a little bit with them two because they could be fighting over a belt, not these other people.
100%. Which match do you think should happen more? Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb, or Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa versus Deonna Purrazzo?
I would rather see Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa, especially if the belt was on the line.
Well, I'm saying triple threat versus.
Oh, a triple threat?
Triple threat versus Toni Storm and Serena Deeb. I know we like Serena Deeb, and she did a great job covering up Tony's tatas and everything, but still, yeah.
This is long and boring.
Liv is not good on a promo. She's great for the Simps. She looks like she got hit with the Simpson makeup gun.
You're fucking nuts. You think that lady looks like she got hit with a makeup gun? Are you fucking mad? Are you crazy?
Yes, I am.
Stunning. You are nuts. She is.
She is. She's stunning because she got stunned from the makeup gun.
You're insane.
Bro, you're telling me though, like you haven't seen those filters out there to where it just looks like everything's kind of just like watercolory and everything, and she doesn't look like she's out there with the giant like brown painted on eyebrows.
They're all covered in makeup. Even the men are covered in makeup, my guy.
I'm not saying they're not, but I'm saying this one was where's your fucking
like she looks like she got hit with a gun, like because of a little bit of a forehead thing. Come on, bro. Come on.
No, see, I didn't say shit. No, hold on, time out, because I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about foreheads, anything, and you went there. You were thinking it, and I just said it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Lips, eyebrows.
I didn't say anything, and you just started mentioning the foreheads and everything.
I don't know what you were talking about.
The thing is, I didn't say anything, and you just started saying things out the gate. So you knew what I was thinking. You just didn't want to be the one.
I'm shocked. Now
she is too.
As we got Kyrie and Dakota coming out. Yeah, that promo was a little bit boring. Nick is right about the clown playing. There you go. Cheers with you.
I didn't even say that.
You did say that.
I'm denying people agreeing with me, and you're arguing with me about that.
Yo, fatal 4-way match. Winner earns
holy
tag
shit.
team opportunity. All right, okay.
Bro, can they maybe hold the image up for longer than like 10 seconds?
It's damage control.
I really looked away and I'm like, oh, I heard they announced it. I don't know who the fuck's in it, but they announced it.
Liv got arrested once. Yeah, fucked up. You know what was interesting about the whole? I don't know if anyone's seen the body cam footage. The cops are reading this girl's diary. Like, I want to be in the WWE. I'm tired of working at Hooters. Like, what? I'm like, why are you reading her fucking diary? Like, she got pulled over for some weed. Get over it,
bro.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. The most beautiful mugshot I've ever seen.
Whole thing about the police, especially in the U.S. Yeah, there's a lot, and I went to school for this shit. There's a lot of people in the U.S. that you got a badge, and all right, you're cool now. Yeah, I'm cool. Hey, I heard you single. Let me read your diary here and everything. That's so fucking stupid. Like, what does that have any sort of relevance to any fucking thing?
I'm pretty sure it went like this, though, like in typical stoner fashion of like, were you smoking weed? No. Smells like weed. Oh, I have weed, but I didn't smoke it. Wait, what? Did you just say you did?
Just say no. Just keep saying no.
Allergies. I had bad allergies for a long time, and then it got legal.
And even then, fuck it. You're gonna search my car. You gotta find a reason to fucking search my car, motherfucker.
Right. Thunder Rosa's presentation in WWE would be great. Absolutely. I don't
until she's paired up with the LWO.
There you go.
You're telling me that wouldn't happen?
Liv should. I don't know. I don't know if they would take Thunder Rosa at this point in history. I love her, but I don't know if they would sign her. They might.
If they had the chance, I think they'd take her.
I don't know.
100%.
I don't know.
Thunder Rosa and
I love her, but I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just looking at their hiring history, I don't trust it.
I do it.
Speaking of that, Liv should go back to the Harley Quinn makeup. Yeah, been there, done that. Liv is dope, and you give her and you'd give your left arm just to smell her armpits.
No, she smokes dope, and it probably came out of her left armpit when she was hiding it from the cops.
Another reason for me to crush on this lady is, you can just sit back, and any girl that you can just sit back and smoke a joint with is always a good time.
You think she's the only one that smokes on the roster?
No, not at all.
She's the only one that got caught.
He's the only one we're talking about. I was just giving her props.
That was dumb enough to get caught.
AEW needs Bellas. No, it's TNA then. No, nobody needs the Bellas. But AEW will have them eventually.
AEW will gladly take them.
Mm-hmm. Right around when Daniel Bryan hangs it up and they still need money to go into the Danielson home, they will sign the Bellas so they can rob Tony Khan for a couple years.
Is that a big issue with AEW of the free agent market has run dry? The well has been tapped. Now at this point, you have nothing. There's no excuses. We're running up on the playoffs are almost done. There's no free agents that you can sign, what have you. So we're running out of excuses here.
Sorry. Liv's forehead just made the list. But yeah. No, I mean,
nothing. Y'all did.
You remember in the first little bit, Tony was really relying on Adam Cole and then Christian and Danielson, but yeah, you're waiting, you're hoping like somebody doesn't Kevin Steen's coming, and you're hoping, but the way things are trending, you couldn't talk me into that sinking ship if I was currently contracted to the WWE, unless Paul Levesque looks at me and says, "We have nothing for you." I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
You want to know somebody that I think that could sign there? That might be a free agent coming up soon, as I've got the New Day in the medical center backstage. Is Woods is out here with all the knee injuries. Did they just here comes Cross looking like he runs some
New
mid-tier biker gang.
Oh,
bro, Karrion Kross looks like he's the guy that answers to like fucking Clay from Sons of Anarchy. Like he's just like the underling. What? You got that side post face of like, all right, I'm gonna just let this go.
Karrion's new look is like meet me in the bathroom at midnight. Yeah, it's
the ace of spades. The ace of spades.
I'm waiting for the rest of the village people to show up. What the fuck? Yeah, interesting. But yeah,
Alchemy Racer, just young man. There's a place you can go. I said, young man. There's a testament you should know. I said, young man. Sorry. As we've got Shayna and Zoe out here. Have you heard of the Dream Team? Well, we're the Meme Team.
I like this tag team, but Sonya Deville's an interesting little wrinkle in the mix here now.
Oh, I like it as almost even a nice little trio here because especially out of the three of them, Sonya's the one that could actually talk and be the fucking mouthpiece for the three of them.
Interesting. All right, folks, get your predictions in. Another polls goes up for this match. Who pause? Who do you got? This has been an off topic tonight. But yeah, who do you got in this one?
Right.
Oh, wait, there's more. Is this happening now?
Yeah. We've got the space aliens coming out of Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree. I'm sorry. I'm sure Maxine Dupree is a lovely woman. She looks like she's not of this planet. Or at least acts like it.
I will go with you on that one. I really will. Yeah, you leave Liv alone.
This is how humans interact. Like she looks like a fucking 1980s weird science of like, this is how humans do the things. Yes, we do this all the time.
I didn't realize we were doing this Fatal 4-Way tonight.
Don't worry. We've got the EDM girls out here with Katana Chance and Caden Carter here. They've got to win this.
Really?
They'd be my pick. They're former champions.
Fuck that.
I'll take them. Fuck it. Fine. I'll take them.
That's fucking brilliant.
By the way, it's Caden Carter's birthday, so I'm 100% just birthday Brucey bonus points here. I'll take it.
All right. So Fatal 4-Way is about to take place. If anybody needs to go for a break, which might be me.
Looking at you.
Yeah, I restarted the poll. I didn't realize they were doing it tonight. My bad. We've been
arguing other things.
1-0 Edmonton. There you go. I'm taking. I'm taking
Space Aliens.
I don't know who's less likely to win. Alpha Academy.
The lights flickered. The lights flickered.
Hey!
You heard of the Dream Team? We got the Meme Team.
Yeah, no, I'm taking Shayna and Zoe. I changed my mind.
Fair enough. That would be my second choice. Yeah.
We even got matching gear now. Oh, everybody in the ring. Fighting. We're off and running, folks. And Maxine.
Now, again, I don't know who's legal and who's not.
Either does Maxine.
Fair enough.
Oh, takes a shoulder block into a DDT.
Well, I've got Ivy with Kyrie up on a suspended suplex here.
Yes.
There we go. Double super kick.
Does AEW still have Nightmare Factory? I believe that's Cody's. So
that's gone. The only one that's still there is QT, actually.
All right. Zoe and Shayna win. Let's see what the poll's saying right now. 48% are saying Shayna. Damage Control 29%. Alpha Academy is only at 3%. EDM Girls got a loving 17%, my guy.
Well, I was going to say, we've got EDM Girls. Zoe and Shayna. Followers just get to win. Zoe and Shayna. So Joey, is that related to Shazam?
Yeah.
So Joey.
Oh, I
Did
like
one of
these.
the EDM girls? Whoa, Boston.
Can someone did the commentary team, and because we were talking, I didn't catch it, but I'm curious out there. Did they mention the flickering? Did anyone acknowledge it? Like even the wrestlers just seem to like ignore it. Did anybody acknowledge the actual flicker?
That's been the biggest thing. As I thought we might have had something with Pat mentioning some of the what's been going on earlier, but again, it's been interesting because no one, to my knowledge, has drawn attention to it. Meanwhile, when it was like the White Rabbit stuff, they'd almost start to, you would see it to where it built to the point to where they were mentioning it themselves and everything, and became part of it. Versus this, they're kind of like, I don't know. It's, did you see that? Did I see that? What?
Yeah, like I mean, I think if we have like a QR code thing going on that like the people, commentary doesn't know what's happening, quote unquote, right? But if the lights flicker in the building, someone's got to be like, "What the fuck was that?" No.
A little bit, but it's almost.
Thank you, Rashad.
It's that dance with the devil there of one of those of you either acknowledge it or you don't, and one way has one effect and the other has another. It's either way kind of works to an extent. It's all just on how you want to present it. If you don't acknowledge it, it almost becomes that. Did I see that? Was that an actual thing? Am I seeing things? What have you? Versus they acknowledge it. So now they've wrapped it into everything.
Yeah, 100%. EDM Girls, Malik, if you watch us long enough, we give kind of our funny little names, and the EDM Girls, which would be Chance and Carter, it's easier to say, and that's the vibe they give. They're the Coachella girls.
Chance Encounter, Ken Carter.
Chance Encounter. Does that make the Chance and the other girl counter? That's not good.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Chance Encounter. That's what it is. When you come across them, dance the night away. Right. It's a chance encounter.
Flickering means we are close. Usually, my eyes start flickering.
That's called having a stroke.
Yeah, literally. I'm leaving.
Fair enough. Katie's got to go and seek medical attention to make sure that he's not close to the end of the finish line with this. But yeah, 100%. On one hand, I think we're pretty much at the end of the finish line here, or at least the end of the first chapter here, the first volume, when it comes to the Uncle Howdy situation, come King and Queen of the Ring here. Now, granted, some of us thought it was going to happen in All Francais. But again, I'll ask you, even as we're about to head back from commercial break here. So with the Uncle Howdy alleged debut, supposedly, do you think we just get the full reveal? We get the full, Extreme Rules pomp and circumstance that we got with Braid, to where he came out, and then you had, Mercy the Buzzard, and the Rabbit, and all of this and everything come out in puppet human form? Or do we just get a little bit of a tease of we get enough to let you know that you were right, and to let you know that it's Bo, and there's enough there, but you still wait till you get all their members out, and you still now have second chapter? Because that's the thing, is when they show up, who are they going after? What are they doing? Or do they just exist? Are they going after a world title? Are they going after a mid-card title? Are they going after a certain individual here? What have you? That's going to be the next hurdle we have to come over. Malik saying, I get it, as I'm back in action, as I've got Maxine Dupree versus Kane Carter here, and I still kind of ripcord splash here. And again, I still hate, especially if this is not as Kane Carter hit their Double team move as Dakota pulls her out, going for the 1, 2, as Killer Bees break it up here. But again, this is what I was trying to get to. This is what I hate of. If it's not an elimination, then you should have one member of every team involved here. Because if it's going to be single elimination, one pinfall fucking establishes it here, then it shouldn't be you're fucking tagging in your enemies. You've got them involved as we're getting stereo superplexes right now. As Ivy now setting up, helping Damage Control hit the superplex on Shayna as I kind of really fucking hate that though with Katana Chance and Zoe Starks as they hit the Hurricane Rana on her Shayna on her partner, but that would have been cool if it didn't take so much cohabitation, cooperation, and everything with it there. That was so clearly of we're working to set up a fucking move together. Maxine just, I don't know if it's her face, what have you. She literally constantly just, like, she just threw Kane into the barricade out here, and she still constantly just looks like, I'm a human being. I hit moves. I did things right. And she hits the reverse worm and then rolls through to an ankle lock. Like, that there's not bad, but everything before that was just straight ass. As insane elbow from Kairi Sane on a Maxine Dupuis. And just 100%, if she could puncture a fucking alien's heart with that, god damn. As so we've got a tag into Dakota. Or was it a tag in or a tag from Dakota? Oh, as now we're getting Shayna got Kyrie set up in the Kata Hajime as Maxine with the roll through on Zoe. And again, this is what I hate of you're tagging in your enemies. You're dealing with all of this. Like, either make it a fatal four way, everybody's in this, or make it a fucking elimination match. Pick one or the other. Doing this shit, just terrible. As a so Shayna and Zoe, the Killer Bees, picking up the win here. I'm not mad at it at all. I think 100% it makes sense. Of we're kind of halfway even still setting up the tension and the back and forth between the two of them here. But I also even like if we had Ivy Nile sitting there by herself, just lost in her own thought. But so Zoe and Shayna pick up the win as now we're already backstage with Ludwig and why am I blanking on poor announced woman's name here? Feel so sorry. Shazo for the win. That's like literally a fucking constant away from Shazam. So Kai is bleeding from her nose. I believe it because she was actually pretty out of that match for a good minute here. It's one of those, she got tagged in and once, she took a move or two, she was not coming back in at all here. And nobody gives a fuck because Paul, that's just haterade without a little bit there. I'd say Charlie Caruso, that's who I was thinking of. As we've got Drew McIntyre. But yeah, to say Zoe sucks, I don't think that at all. Christ, she was out there. I still remember when she was in NXT, we were saying she should be dominating the women's division over there. So absolutely, I think that her and Shayna work, and I think them versus Bianca and Jade for the, the women's tag titles works pretty kind of fucking well here. As I've got Drew cutting a promo. Kayla's on Raw now. That's good. Yeah, Kayla Braxton should each spring get a crown. I feel like we're gonna have that happen unintentionally because I've said this before early on in the show. I think whoever wins from the Raw bracket is winning the men's King of the Ring, and whoever wins from SmackDown is winning the Queen of the Ring here. But so Drew cutting a promo to Kayla out there as we cut to commercial break, hyping up the lovely new DLC for 2K24, which by the way I just downloaded. So 100%, I want to see some community creations for the Wrestling for Life Network out there in 2K24. But I will remind everybody, 100% be a friend, tell a friend. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. When I do say everything, I do mean everything. We're out here covering Wrestling Revolver, House of Glory, this show, that show, Battleground Pro Wrestling, GCW, absolutely 100%. If we can fit it in, we're out here covering it. Sometimes we have to walk away because we're covering too much wrestling. But 100% we'll be back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow night for NXT. We've got Wesley taking on Josh Briggs and Joe Coffey, setting up, the North American title scene. Wednesday, the go-home show for Double or Nothing, like we've already talked about before. We've got the Colossus versus, I guess, the emphasis there of Satnam Singh taking on Daniel Bryan. Thursday, we're running through me, KJ, Anthony. We're going through our predictions for both cards here. So 100%, make sure you hear. Let us know who you're taking in all of these matches. 100%. You can, get the inside line here and everything on Thursday, Friday. 100% here for Friday Night SmackDown from, I'm assuming, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And then Saturday, early start time, 11:30, brunch with the boys again, 100%. King and Queen of the Ring, 100%. Brunch with the boys is nothing but a great time all the time. So 100% you want to make sure you're here. And then Sunday, back at it 100% with Double or Nothing. We're gambling Double or Nothing here of being here and covering all the wrestling on all the weekends here. Speaking of Double or Nothing,
that was exactly what I was hoping for. Thank you, sir.
There we go.
So some things that people might have missed while we were doing this show tonight. First and foremost, Josh Barnett is doing another blood sport. We talked about this before show, Nick. July 27th from Brooklyn. That should be fun.
There we go.
A&E is doing an ECW special. So that will be cool. We also had earlier tonight, I did not realize this, but Liv got out of Judgment Day's car. She arrived to the arena with Judgment Day. Read into what you may.
Did she have knee pads, MDB? Can you confirm or deny if she had knee pads?
What else happened?
I didn't say anything. I'm just asking the audience
questions. Beyond that, those sound effects that we played, at least one of them just says hello when broken down.
Hello,
one of the things,
my old friend.
Right. One of them leads to a picture of Uncle Howdy's face. And so that's interesting. What else happened? There was a lot going on. Holy shit. Catching up on social media real quick.
Right. Yeah. It's amazing how, the fucking tides of social media may have turned. As Tamuchi. Yo, what's up, yo? Got work, but I'm all ears. Also, Braun, that dude is real freaking deal. Absolutely. Whoa. Tamuchi, Maraswuchi, all that. Appreciate you listening to us too while you're working, etc., etc., etc. Tony Hayes saying, I have missed some of tonight's Raw. I was planting some tomato plants. Did I miss Punk? No. Tomato.
No Punk. K Diggs. Liv is single now. We're not going back. We're not going back into that discussion. As
Living single.
We got Chad with
the Alpha Academy out there. Academy. By the way, you have Sonya talking to Zoe and Shayna, who just picked up the win backstage as well. Again, layers.
Did I hear
again, I've said this before. I'm a grown man. I'm not afraid to admit it of when I was wrong and you were right.
I was more focused on the fact that you said EDM girls had to win.
I don't even recall saying that.
I wouldn't either.
You didn't have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Breaking news: Liv ate lunch today. Facts.
Right.
Are you interested in Jay White versus Pac? Bang Bang Gang attacked Pac Saturday. Again, if it was for more higher stakes,
give me like a year ago. Am I the only one that, with how close Gable and Otis were, I just want to go and like, now kiss.
But Otis basically saying, I'm going to do whatever you want, no matter what, which we just saw him talk with Sami. So obviously the layers of doubt or the levels of doubt in Otis. Otis is a torn man right now.
Right.
Gable with the creeds. Let's go. 100% K.
Jedi.
1 o'clock Eastern time to start time. Pre-show is on at 12. We are live at 11:30 a.m. bright and early. We are the pre-show to the pre-show. We will be here all day long, diving into everything that happens. We will be your live reaction to all the action all day Saturday and all night Sunday into the wee hours of the morning.
How are you going to have Otis on the screen and not expect me to make a joke when you sit there and say to the wee? My guy, well, hold on. I got to address this. You didn't get Fight Forever Season Pass. Fight Forever Season Pass 4. Did you, sir? Because I've seen this allegedly getting thrown around that it's being sold for all of, $3 hairs. The warts of walls.
I had to make sure it wasn't like a fake. I didn't trust it at first, but yeah, the sticker on it and everything. Like, I mean, I don't know.
I still worry it's overvalued.
$3. I'd pay $3.
It should come with a $3 bill inside of it.
Right. Happy Victoria Day, KJ. Thank you so much, Smile Mark. It was an awesome weekend. It was nice to take a little bit.
All the things are sad. Hey, you said Victoria Day, so that's what I was thinking. Hey, Jey Uso. What? Yeet. You didn't even hear the crowd, though. Like, this man's literally turned the yeet into his what channel. He can sit there and cut a promo backstage, and they'll supplement the crowd in there. Yeet. I'm telling you, King Yeet, Yeet King, the fucking shirts are already printing themselves. They're already waiting. They just need to hit on for them to start printing.
That was cool. He banged on the door and they opened it. And he's not even, oh, there we go. These entrances are getting to me. Like, I love them. But we are in, no, we're,
but that's the thing is it feels like
who's that?
The UFC walkouts and everything like that.
Uh-huh. Who was talking next to the porta potty? Was it anybody of note?
Someone saying I need to take a shit.
Johnny on the spot.
Johnny needs to find a spot. Johnny needs to find a pot. That's what that was.
Right. Thank you again, Smile Mark. Appreciate it. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Nice to be back with everybody, though, knowing that we got a jam-packed weekend coming up. Yeet. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
100%. Seeing that walkout and everything, it reminds me of even this weekend watching, Usyk and Fury. Shout out Usyk because Fury couldn't stand the rain. But it's like the UFC walkouts of, I was born and dreamt that Connor shit. The foggy dew. Well, no, I was just saying of having those big walkout songs to where you see them come out and it's a whole fucking thing and it's all production. That's what this is here. I know I did a terrible Sinead O'Connor impression.
Nothing compares to you, Nick. Nothing compares.
Fuck you. I set you up on a T-ball with that, and I didn't even realize it.
As Jey Uso and the Fireflies are out and alive. Maybe they go after Jey for hijacking.
He's inherited the Fireflies.
Maybe they go after him for trying to hijack the Fireflies.
Oh, the Fireflies are mine.
Right?
Killer bees on the track.
And that was the other thing, was one of the QR code thingies led to the old Bray Wyatt Moss symbol, by the way.
Oh, I had not seen that.
Yeah, trust me, it's the internet sleuths are all over it. The knee pad crew are on it.
But that's the thing, is at times, you know, the internet goes a little too hard in the paint with some shit.
Right. I know folks love Jey, but Gunther is a textbook wrestler, tough and effective. Yeah, Gunther's the prototype. And I know some people like, oh, if Gunther loses, it doesn't matter. Like, both guys will survive losing a good match here. And that's what you can't have good matches and not have somebody lose. Like, that's the catch-22 here. You either get bullshit squash matches and predictable matches, or you get good matches where somebody good loses and has to recover.
Yeah, otherwise you just get no DQs the whole time, which is called
right now it's
Elite All Wrestling. See,
yeah,
I mix it up so they won't get mad because I mentioned
right. Gunther for the win. One of my favorite entrances in all of wrestling.
What's up with the Louis fucking pattern on this man's Titantron and everything?
I don't know.
Actually, I was gonna say, but am I the only one that noticed this? This man he turned into like Louis Hulk.
Right. I like this from Curtis. Poor Otis. He lost Mandy, Maxine Dupree, and his mind in 4 years. Yeah, you'd lose your mind if you lost those two. Thanks for nothing, Chad.
He has that, like, you know, Will Ferrell gene of just like from the other guys of, why do you keep attracting these attractive women? I don't know. They're just there.
Right.
But so who you got? See, we've already got a sign saying King Yeet. There is of two minds with this, though. And again, no one from SmackDown is winning men's King of the Ring, I feel, at all. This is either setting up to be Gunther versus Randy Orton, or this is setting up to be Jey Uso versus Tama Tonga. If we get like a Jey Uso versus Randy, or a fucking Gunther versus Tama Tonga, it's kind of like, what the fuck? How did you fit into the simulation here?
Yeah. And I mean, again, I think there's like, you're right. The Raw men seem to be the favorite. But Randy Orton, I mean, if Randy Orton makes the final, it's hard to bet against RKO. Could he pull it off? Again, where would you go with it? I don't know, but I'm not sold on just straight across. Now, Tama, I kind of think Tama's going to win, but then it's like, if Gunther wins tonight, we're probably getting Randy Orton. If Jey wins, we're probably getting Tama. How do we get there? We'll find out.
Out of the four men involved, Randy Orton to me is the least probable to win this.
Which is crazy because he's a Hall of Famer. Like, he's Randy. I agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I was like, that's great. Drew Bledsoe is a Hall of Famer, but it comes down to a
Hall of Fame. Fuck.
Patriots.
No way Raw sends two baby faces over to Saudi.
They don't have two baby faces.
What do you mean?
It took me half a second to realize what was said because of Lyra. So,
okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards Nia Jax. And it just
he's saying just from Raw's side. So you have Lyra. So if Jey wins, it's babyface and babyface.
Oh, we're going that route. I don't think one plays on the other. Two separate matches, two separate angles. Yeah, I mean, it's possible either way.
Fair enough.
Someone outside of Jeddah is a Sarlacc pit.
And Boba Fett is climbing out of it.
That's Welcome to Yeatsboro. Jay for the
Yeet.
I like that everyone's split. Right now, Gunther's at about 60% of the vote on the poll. That to me, and I know like I know we get some of the very AEW faithful out there who are like, this is predictable. I want to see your predictions now, pre-match. Don't show up after this match and go, oh, I knew that was going to happen. 60%. We're almost split.
All right. So, men's, as we're about 83 right now in the chat and everything like that. Who you got? We're down to the nitty-gritty. We're down to the last quarter here. We're down to the main event status here. This is nut up or shut up time. Who you got? Fucking balls on the table here. If we're playing whack-a-mole, who you got?
I'm wondering, like in my head, I'm like, would a Randy Orton go through a Gunther clap fest and just take all the licks that is required of a Gunther match? I'm gonna take Jey. I don't know how we get there, but I'm gonna take Jey. All right. Can Jacob go to Jeddah? If they pay enough, anybody can go to Jeddah.
He couldn't go to France, so I don't know about Jeddah.
Right.
I mean, then again, like you said, they pay enough. Right. All records are washed.
No yeet, says Keyshawn. After the Wyatt Six shows up, I think they surround Randy Orton while he is in the ring.
In the ring. Ring, a ding, a ding, ding.
Ooh, Gunther needs to end this fool. I think my choice would be Gunther. I'm just trying to read the program here.
I was gonna say, well, I was all set and ready to take Jey Uso and make a case and a claim here for Jey Uso. But if you're gonna take him,
what's your case and claim? What's your case?
My case is, like I said, up to where we still get to where we end it with him versus Tama Tonga at King of the Ring, and that's potentially where we get Jimmy involved. But that's the thing, is to me, that's almost too far out from SummerSlam, because I'm thinking SummerSlam, you get the Usos versus Gorillas of Destiny, and you just get the fantasy book tag team.
But if Jimmy comes back, then you can set up the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos at Money in the Bank or Clash of the Castle. This is the cool thing right now, is there's so many pay-per-views that they need to sell tickets for. So, on the way to SummerSlam, there's 2 other major shows in the way.
But I think that because there's so many shows that they need to sell pay-per-views to, I think if you give us Jimmy, Jay, all of that, now you're selling before, like you're giving us it up front to an extent. That's the only gamble I go with that. So
yeah, but the final boss to me, even where you talk about the tribal chief has to come back still. The Rock's probably going to be in the mix somehow. Jacob's still kicking around. What if Fatu can't go to Jedi?
He's not Skywalker.
This is not the Samoan you are looking for.
Paul at the border. This is not the Samoan you are looking for. It's just flashing money in front of him. This is not the Samoan you are looking for.
Right? As Jay hits the stairs. Give Zoe Stark some credit for getting more opportunities. I like Zoe Stark. She's not the best of promos. Shayna's not the best of promos. Them together as a tag team works well for me. Sonya's an interesting caveat to this.
I think she works because Sonya's great at promos. And I could see 100%, like I said, if I wanted to go there to where we could get, and we're starting to sell us on the Jimmy and the Jay, and you build that, you give that story time to breathe before you add Roman. Those two, the brothers, should figure that shit out before you add Roman into it, because they have their own shit. So I agree with you on it.
Yeah, I agree with you as well. But I think that's why I'm like, we could probably get the tag match in an earlier pay-per-view before you start mixing back in the trouble.
And
So,
I understand that. And that's
yeah.
why, like I said, I agree that could, should, probably would happen. But at the same time, it's fucking Gunther. Like,
yeah,
it's not hard to pick him against the the ring general. I mean, I'm not Poland out here. I don't want to stand up to the ring general and get just chopped down.
Let me see. So right now, as it stands, as we close the poll, 56%. So that's a pretty fucking close split, guys. 56 to 43, and a few undecideds apparently. WWE needs more bad guys, Nick. They're good. I think we're okay. Gunther, Chad, Gable now just turned heel. Bronson's a heel. Bron Breakker's clearly a heel. Yeah, we're not sure about certain other people's.
They have bad guys. I think it's one or heels, what have you. I think it's one of those, Joe. Joe, how you go. But it's one of those. You gotta let them develop. The WrestleMania was the season finale, and we're still in like the first, couple episodes as season whatever the fuck we're on here. So you got to let some shit kind of simmer, saute here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. I still think Bron Breakker, and I agree with you. Like, I think it's a build, and we're working through it. I think there's quality across. Like, I don't feel like there's a lack of bad guys. Maybe on SmackDown, like Cody needs some more bad guys to chase after him. Like, we kind of need like a Randy turn if Randy's going to go after him, or a KO turn. Like, he is so squeaky babyface. Logan is
again, Cody's at a point right now here where he's Teflon Don, so you can build somebody up and you throw him at him, and it's like throwing a fucking mosquito into a bug zapper. Like, I more like the fact that we're having all this conversation on Monday Night Raw. They've got fucking 3 hours to fill. That's great. SmackDown's got 2 hours, and we've already got Bianca and Jey that's filling up attention. We've already got LA Knight that's filling up attention. We've got the new bloodline that's filling up attention before we even get to Cody. Raw's the one that needs fucking attention, needs this discourse, needs the back and forth between a Gunther and a Jey Uso, because you're establishing layers amongst your 3 hours of television.
Fair enough. I like this, and I didn't even consider this, but based on how tonight has gone, Richard might be onto something interesting here. I still think Bron Breakker cost Jey the match because Drew's injury opened the spot for Braun. Should have had. So Braun has been running around fucking everyone up tonight because he's pissed off because he wasn't in the King of the Ring. Could he split Jey Uso in half tonight to really cement him as a up-and-coming heel and help Gunther move on?
I like it to an extent, but I think, again, even with this match, etc., we're getting into a little bit of that dangerous territory of, I know we've said it at times and everybody can suffice to take a loss, what have you, but we're dancing with that territory of the losses start to really
add up. Yeah, there's a limit. Like we said, you can survive a loss. You can, and again, selling Jey as that guy that almost always wins, but that can only go so far, opposed to, you're just a loser.
You can take one, you can take two, but by the time you're taking three, if we're going by Dana weight and everything like that, you're fighting on the undercards to make sure you can stay on the card here.
Yeah.
But speaking of staying on the cards, I think I'm gonna pause off the card here for a quick second.
Right. I think Jey Uso wins, faces Tonga, Bloodline Fatu, Civil War begins. That's where I'm leaning. That's why I took my pick. Now I don't know what or how Jey gets this W. Does somebody impact Gunther somehow, some way? Does Gunther take a straight up loss? I don't know, guys. But, I mean, that's kind of where my theory is leaning, Geekbox, is that we could definitely have that situation play out, and let's kick it off. going into the summer, going into Clash at the Castle, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, you start rebuilding that Civil War. I mean, I'm curious, would Jey Uso have to be traded back to SmackDown though? We are getting Gunther versus Orton, and Orton will take the pin to put Gunther over. Interesting. I think I hesitated because I was like, will Randy Orton take all the chops? Like, will Randy Orton go the distance? I don't know. It's been a hot minute. J-Boy, what the fuck? Take my money, Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos, 100%. 100%. As both men are up on the top turnbuckle, folks, we are rolling along. It's been a fun night. We are in the nitty-gritty, going down to the last little bit here. Gunther going for a Kimura with both men standing on the ropes. Larry, I think that's been said several times, but I don't see it. Tucker coming back would be interesting. Poor Tucker. I think when Roman comes back, it will be revealed that Solo hasn't talked to Roman at all. He has been talking to the final boss. I'm with you, Easy Bake. I've been saying it. I think it's true that that Rock has been behind all of this. But big Samoan drop on Gunther. That's no moon. That's the wise man. King and Queen of the Ring is looking like a pay-per-view where any match can be a main event. I'm with you, Byron. I like what Triple H has done with this tournament. I really have. And I think as a fan base, we've been spoiled to really good matches for, 3 weeks now? Mondays, Fridays have cooked because we're getting a lot of in-ring. Tonight might have been the most promos we've had in the last 3 Raws, in my humble opinion. Bum, 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 bum. Gunther needs knee pads. Yeah, MTV. Jay kind of deserves this. Yeah, I mean, it's such a kind of deserve. I'm with you, folks. I just don't think. I don't know. It's a tough one, but yeah, I don't disagree. Zoe's a lioness, strong with a fire in her belly. Gotta love a good lioness. She is. Zoe's a talent. She really is. She's got to learn a little more, but she's a talent. Gorillas of Destiny versus the Usos. Sounds like we are going to need 2 body bags when that match is over. I think it's going to be a crazy match, and maybe that's the moment we finally get Jacob. Jacob shows up to help, assuming the Gorillas of Destiny. Jay getting fired up. Down goes Gunther. I still think Bron Breakker cost Jay the match because Drew's injured. Yeah, I got that one. I thought that's an interesting take. And again, I think that the fact that we can get several viewpoints or possibilities is a testament to the company. No, Joseph. No. Best spear. Breakker, Jey Uso, Reigns, Charlotte, Flair, Goldberg. Ugh. Goldberg doesn't count. Charlotte Flair's out. Jay's got a decent one. It's not great. Bron Breakker out of that list. I mean, Bron Breakker's kind of Goldberg 2.0. Prince Camacho. It'd be King Camacho. The Nits and Grits. It's Jay. CM Punk. No Punk tonight. What's up, John? How you doing? So how many matches at King Queen pay-per-view now? That's a valid question. I don't even know if I know the full list off the top of my head. Let me see if I can bring it up. I think it's 6. Okay. So Cody and Paul, Lynch and Liv, the 2 tournament matches, Gable, that's 5. Did I miss anything? 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. So 5. 5 right now, guys. 5 is listed. What's up, John? How you doing? In case I hadn't said it. If Bianca wins queen, does that guarantee Raw gets king? Not necessarily, but we're kind of leaning that way anyway, Smile Mark. It feels like the Raw men are kind of the favorite, and the SmackDown women are the favorites. Jey selling that arm. Oh yeah, and Gunther's been working it the whole match. Again, this is quality wrestling. I saw a thing that said people who like WWE don't like the wrestling side of pro wrestling, but this is a quality wrestling match. You got a big heel working a body part, isolating, and you got the baby face fighting from under. And every time he tries to get back, it doesn't work. This is good wrestling. And some loud chops. Gunther is your future, 100%. He's going to be a world champion, guys. No matter what happens with the King of the Ring, Gunther will be a world champion. And that's partly what I think. Does the powers that be in WWE feel like, we'll be okay if Gunther doesn't win the King of the Ring because he's still going to go on to greater things. People are going to forget he didn't win. Gunther's never going to get squashed by an L because it's Gunther. Gunther going for the short arm clothesline. Oh my God. Popping Jey. It's a good take. How do you stop Jacob from overshadowing Solo? Put him with the twins. Now that's an interesting take. Everyone's assuming that Jacob's going to show up to help the bad guys. What if he showed up to help the good guys? That being said, I think there's a plan in place where they will make it to the point where, kind of like The Rock with Nation of Domination, that if Jacob came in and just naturally took over the spotlight, then they would shift and you'd push Jacob out and you make Jacob different. There is ways around it. I don't think they're unaware of the potential for that. I think they're very methodical in their booking, very methodical in their plotting. As Jey continues to get the snot beat out of him. What's up, Jameson Byrne? Bum, bum, bum. Play Punk locked himself in the path. There you go. There you go. Wow. The ref is trying to stop Gunther. I hope they don't end this in a DQ or some type of you wouldn't listen to the referee thing. But Jey Uso is taking an absolute licking, folks. And not in a good way. Spear! Ref down! Ref down! We got trouble now. Right? We got a two. Call ambulance for Bron and an ambulance for everyone else. Exactly, Larry. Let's go. Zoe Starks was Lacey Ryan on the independent circuit. Absolutely. She has a fun feud with Heather Monroe of Memphis Wrestling. There you go. Fun fact with Tony. May the 4th be with you. A little bit late. Oh, or is it because of my Jedi joke? Wow. Gunther. This could be the end of Jey. Welcome, Vance. I'm not sure what I did. And Gunther. And we're going right off the air. Gunther is your winner. Advances to the final. Just literally chokes the man out. Woo! Let's go. Main events are every day of the week. So there you go. For the people that were worried about Gunther, their big win for Gunther. Jey loses again. So I know some people are going to be a little bit torn about Jey losing, as I'm switching my channel to the hockey game as I do the post show. But ladies and gentlemen, get your ratings for Raw in out of 10. What did you think of Raw tonight? As we go off the air, Gunther advances to the final. He will take on Tama Tonga or Randy Orton, the King General. Let's go. Let's go. Gunther wins. Great. I think the great was sincere. I'll take it. Damn, Jey went out like a warrior, 100%. And that's all you can do. So again, the story becomes Jey is really good, but he's never done it. So when he does do it, anyone out there old enough to remember Shawn Michaels and the boyhood dream finally getting the W, finally becoming champion? Do you guys remember that? They brought in they made it such a big deal. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. That stung. Yeah. NXT for Ricky Starks. I'm with you, Smile Mark. That's happening. The match is intense as F. Yeah, I'm with you. I like the match. I thought that was a very technical match, very solid match. I liked the finish of the match. Gunther, still the front runner. Gunther was the first person to stand up and say, I was going to win this tournament. And it looks like, as it stands now, he is the favorite going into whatever happens in Saudi. No one interfered, no interference. Do you think Ricky Starks will be a star in WWE? I do. Damien, I think if he gets an opportunity and they give him a chance to shine, I think it's all there. And I hope he gets to keep his music. I hope he gets to keep like his vibe, his energy. But he has a natural charisma. And Ricky Starks, if you're listening, shout out my guy. We hope for bigger and better things for him. And I do. I think he's an absolute superstar. And I think if he gets the right opportunity on the biggest stage possible, he takes it. And I think he'll do well. Jey can't win. He didn't win. I swear if Bron Breakker, no, didn't happen. Very boring. Oh, the main event, Paul? I don't agree with you. I was not bored at all tonight. Hate to break it to everybody. Ricky Starks versus Trick Williams, take my money. That could work. I could be in for it. I love Jacob since I saw him wrestle MJF and Hammerstone and tossed Max like a sack of potatoes. Yeah, Jacob's made a lot of waves, man. And he's worked the indie circuit, being in the MLW. He's just one of those crazy athletic Samoans that just doesn't stop. Again, the idea that he's going to be in WWE blows my mind. It shows you that there's a regime change. It shows you that things are different. And if it comes to be, it's going to be good. Wait. 1 minute. KJ is Canadian and left-handed. That's 2 strikes against the poor lad. Those are 2 benefits. I'm a genius, and I'm from one of the nicest countries in the world. So, haha. Bron Breakker. Bron could interfere now. Nope, didn't do it. Zebra down. Yeah, the zebra spot was a little unnecessary other than Jey could have won, right? So that's all they sell us on with the ref bump is that Jey might have got that 3 count if the ref hadn't get bumped. That's it. Gunther and Randy. Yeah, I'm leaning that way, Keith. It almost seems like it doesn't really make sense that Tama would take on Gunther. Now, what happens to allow Tama to take an L? Does Jimmy show back up? Does he lose clean? Is there miscommunication or discourse between the bloodline in any way, shape, or form? Very intriguing. 8. Gunther wins 1-1. Wow, what a way to go off air. Lickety split. Goodbye. 2 and 3. Jey is going to need a chirotherapy after that massacre. He got decimated. Like he really did. He took a fucking beating. Damn, Jey went out like a warrior. Don't disagree. Gunther versus Orton for the face heel aspect incoming. Yeah, and again, I just think on paper, there's always this caveat, especially with the Saudi shows. And I say it all the time. It's a big part of the Saudi shows is name value. Gunther, Randy Orton, Cody, Logan Paul. Last year we did Logan, or the year before, I can't remember. One of the last times we were there, we did Logan Roman. I hated it, but name value. So Gunther, Randy, name value, it makes sense. 7 out of 10. I tried to warn y'all, Gunther is scary for a reason. Tim, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. You're right. Randy Orton versus Walter at King of a Ring. Let's go. Remember about Jey Uso versus Imperium rivalry? Not anymore. It's dead. Maybe Jey shows he needs family. That's a good point. I'll take that. King Gunther, says Anthony. I'm with you. I could see Gunther versus Orton at King of the Ring. Absolutely. Here's my question. If we get Gunther Orton, I could see Randy Orton hitting an RKO and Gunther kick out. Think about it. If anybody would. 7.5 out of 10, says Larry. Jey gonna need a beer after that one. He's gonna need some straight up vodka or some scotch, or you're gonna need something heavier than a beer, my guy. Maybe a Canadian beer. Another point for my side of the border. Nope, Gunther versus Tama. I don't see it. I struggle. You might be right. I just think Gunther heavy heel, Tama heavy heel, and then how does that play? I mean, and we could be wrong. We'll find out on Friday. And maybe it does. Tama finds a way to get in the final. They have a really good match with Gunther, and then there's some bloodline shenanigans that cost Tama. Gunther wins, but I don't know if Gunther should win the King of the Ring on some type of kerfuffle. So I'm leaning towards Randy. Arthur giving it an 8.3. Key giving it an 8. No doubt, jobber to the stars. Jey was not going to beat Gunther. I think there was hope. I mean, the fan vote here was split. A lot of people online are split. There's going to be people online when the IWC is going to be beating that. You ruined Jey. Jey's done. Jey should retire. Jey will be fine. But again, Gunther is an animal. He's a beast. He's a general. He's on a different level. And I have no problem with them continuing to build that lore because he is going to be, and I said it, whether he's King of the Ring or not, he will be world champion. 8.5. 8, says Curtis. That was fun. 7.5, says Joe. Good to see you, Joe. I feel like it's been a minute. I'm happy Gunther wins. We are getting Gunther versus Orton. I'm down. 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Someone in the chat mentioned a wrestler wearing Trish mask. So that's good enough for me. Facts. I'll take it. Raw is an A. I like it very good. Jordan Smith giving it all the thumbs up. So Saturday is going to be Gunther versus Randy Orton in the finals. I believe so, Ronan, but we won't know till Friday. Again, I think they've done a good job of causing question marks in a lot of their writing right now. And that's what wrestling's supposed to do. Again, a lot of people talk about predictability in wrestling. I think Papa Paul and crew have done a good job of keeping us guessing. 7 out of 10 for Raw. Fair enough. King Gunther sounds very good. 8.5, 7.5, 7.5. I'm torn, guys. Guys and girls out there right now, I'm stuck between a 7.5 and an 8. Maybe a 7.75 tonight. But yeah, I mean, you know what? Overall, I'll give it a bonus, and we'll go with 8 just because the chat and the channel was so much fun tonight. 9 suplexes out of 10. Only letdown was Chad Gable berating Alpha Academy. Yeah, a little too much tonight, but I know what they're doing, but it really was a lot. Yeet got yeeted. Yeah, he yeeted the shit right out of him. I remember, you remember. Come on, you remember. There you go. I got you. 7.5 out of 10. Jey almost won, but the ref got hit by Gunther, gave Gunther enough. So that's the one thing about Jey is like, a lot of Jey's L's, there's a caveat, right? There's always something that fucks Jey. And there will come a moment where Jey gets his moment. It might be months from now. Gunther wins the title and Jey comes back flying. And maybe one day it's Jey that takes out Gunther for the title. I don't know. But every loss has a bit of an asterisk for Jey. Jey Uso was on fire, fans jumping up and down. For him, he can be the next Eddie Guerrero winning the big gold, 100%. And again, I think too often wrestling fans are expecting things to just be handed to he's on fire, give it to him. We saw it with LA Knight. LA Knight was the hottest thing going. They never handed him shit, but he's still over. Jey's still over. Now, will that one thin with the fan base eventually? Yeah. But as long as they're eating, they'll be okay. 7.25 out of 10. Fair enough, MDB. I remember. Liv is officially a heel. Yeah, I mean, that's been in the hopper for a while. She was going to be the heel against Rhea. I think they were going to force Rhea. Everybody was cheering for Rhea anyway, Safed. So, yeah, I think I think it's a foregone conclusion. All these Judgment Day hints are throwing me off, though. It's very interesting. I give it a 9. Favorite part of the show was Braun causing a major headaches on Adam Pearce and had a bad day today dealing with the chaos backstage, 100%. Bron Breakker was a star tonight. He stood out tonight. He was memorable tonight. He's making an impact. We will set up a Ricochet Bron Breakker, which I feel bad because Ricochet is going to lose. 7.5 out of 10 knee pads. Jey, ice cream bars. Gunther just made this tournament important with the way he wrestles. I think this whole tournament has felt important, not just because of how Gunther wrestles, but because the matches mattered, the bookings mattered, the quality of the matches. Like you think of previous King of the Rings, and they just throw in a Tozawa or somebody that there was a lot of people in the tournament we knew were never going to win. I think they avoided that this year very well. 8 out of 10, Ricky Martin. Unbroken. There you go. I'll give you points for that one. Jey is the red welt. Jey has, I'm sure he has several. And I'm sure there's going to be some bruising settling in very nicely. Gunther as a dictator-type king would be dope. Facts. Jay White. Main event was great. I'm with you. 6.5 out of 10. Smile mark going low. I feel that's a bit low. But fair enough, to each their own. The main event was tense because Jey winning was possible, but Gunther won, and I'm happy. There you go. Left-handed people rule. Thank you, Rick. I'm with you, buddy. Kira, Brian, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see you. We'll rate later when I watch it. It's still jamming out to the EDC. There you go. There you go. AJ, good to see you. JD McDonough versus Braun Strowman next week on Raw. Yeah, that's going to be funny. We'll see how long that lasts. KO will cause Tama to lose. That's a good catch. I'll take that. It's possible. What they did to KO, Jimmy's still in the lurch somewhere, but that's a good show. 8 out of 10. A lot of ice bags. Yeah, no, he took a beating. I give full marks for Jey Uso. I know a lot of people are gonna, I can't believe he lost, but a lot of times in wrestling, it's how you lose. And he lost honorably tonight. Randy needs to bring back the punt to defeat Gunther. We'll see, smile mark. He might have to dig deep in his bag of tricks. CM Punk will bag this. We'll see. When Jacob Fatu does the badass flip off the top, turnbuckle in the WWE for the first time, they are going to lose their minds. Absolutely. The guy's a highlight reel. And it's just crazy. Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. He's definitely a textbook wrestler. Again, he's a throwback. He's a vintage. He's on a different level, and it's believable. He's domineering. He's vicious. He's everything you want of a future champ, and he will be a future champ. 8.5 out of 10. Only complaint was the women's tag match was sloppy, but okay. Yeah, the women's fatal four-way probably took a point off for that. It wasn't my favorite. It was a little all over the place. I still struggling to get used to Maxine Dupree. Like, she looks confused, but she's trying, I guess. How was the show? I thought it was great. And again, maybe a little biased because the stream tonight was fun, but more Uncle Howdy stuff, more riddles, more rumors. This one's deeper and deeper and deeper. We tried to share as much as we could. I know there's more. We'll talk about it tomorrow as we learn more overnight and some of the internet sleuths figure shit out. But 10 out of 10 says Roman. Unbroken needs absolute. Yeah, 100%. Gunther is definite. I'm going to say last call on the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna shut it down. Click on the last few here. Give y'all some love, but we appreciate everyone for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be a friend, tell a friend. We are climbing towards 5K. We want to hit our next milestone. We want to get it all the way up to 10K, but 5K is reachable. We're almost there. Plus, we love seeing triple digits in these chats. So be a friend, tell a friend, and make sure you click all the buttons below. Follow us on Insta, TikTok, X, and go join the Discord. It's over 300 people now. Ryback is the wise man. Ryback is the furthest thing from the wise man. J-Boy, that's not happening. I didn't read that. Solid 8, 10 out of 10, says Denisha. I like it. I mean, you're not wrong. I went a little bit lower. I haven't given out a 10. I don't think I've given out a 10 yet this year. The 10s are few and far between. Gunther and Bron for the World Heavyweight Championship one day. I could see it. I'm excited to see Tonga Loa taking his SmackDown debut on Friday. Very funny that they confused the Tongans when they put out the ad, but that was cute. They fixed it. You mean a Cuban beer? I don't know. Us Canadian beers doing all right. But you send me some Cuban beer, we'll talk. Is Tonga Loa. Gotcha. Tonga Loa is going to be in action, tag team action. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see if he's growling like his brother. Braun made the show an 8 for me. I love what they're doing with Braun. I really do. The trick is to keep us guessing while the results make sense. That's the problem with Russo. No grounding for the story. Tripp seems to have found the sweet spot. That's it. We can get an expected ending. We expect Gunther to win, but make us doubt it along the way and have those moments of, oh shit. Then those near falls matter. Like I find too often, especially like in some of the independents or super independents, the false finishes are just that. Like they're just there for that. But we don't believe the person getting the false finish is going to truly win. This is better. When you build it the way you do, and I know some people are going to say, well, you're just a shill for WWE, but I think they're doing good. I really do. I'm not losing. It's about enduring. It's not about losing. It's about enduring 100%. And again, it's long-term storytelling. It's not right here. Oilers are moving on. Yeah, right now, I'm not sure where we're at, but go Oilers. Braun on that. Pop-up pump energy 100%. Definitely. I still think Bobby and the Profits cost Tama and we get a 6-man tag at King of the Ring. I kind of hope not. I really hope not. Yeah, we almost halfway through the third period, and Edmonton's got a solid 3-0 lead. It's going to be a miracle for Vancouver to figure their life out here. Got that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, no stupid stuff. Just a clean match. And again, that's another thing I do like. How many King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring matches had any type of bullshit? I can only think of one off the top of my head, and that was Jade and Nia, and everybody freaked out. But, a tournament, not every match being clean works for me. But a lack of interference. You let two people get in that ring and battle it out because it matters. Ludwig didn't get involved. Nobody else showed up. That's it. King General could happen. King of the Ring was a bit of a joke tournament. It's a bit serious this year. I think they've done a really good job upping it. For life. Kyle, thank you. Maxine needs I don't know why they haven't just sent her down to NXT. Let her do that. Just to get us a little more, so she looks less fucking confused in there. KJ, the Saudi Prince, is real booker of King. There you go. He picks all the winners. You're a real mod. Please act like it and be respectful. There you go. I don't know what happened, but be respectful. Everybody keep the gloves above the waist. But other than that, folks, I'm going to tap out, call it a night. On behalf of myself, Big Nick, thank you for joining us on this Monday. We are looking forward to the rest of the week. Tomorrow we are back for NXT Dynamite Go Home show for Double or Nothing. We're here all week long, all 7 days, all the way into next week. We are not stopping. We are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. We appreciate all of you for spending any time with us. I hope you had fun. Make sure you click all the buttons. Be a friend, tell a friend, and come back tomorrow. Until tomorrow night, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night.